Well, we're here all day.
We are here all day.
We're in the build room till
And
10.
honestly, all night.
Feel free to swing by.
Try the
Say
deal.
hello. Feel free to check out our dealer booth in the dealer room. Check out a catch a class today. We got beginner and intermediate classes all day long. So,
Yeah. The booth downstairs, if you're curious, is restocked on aerials.
oh yes, the booth. We sold out of aerials. I believe it was like 2.5 hours yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
36 aerials, a whole case.
Whole case of aerials gone 2.5 hours yesterday. So they restocked it.
It is restocked. There was another.
And I do
Case.
appreciate that, like Gundam Pros does do that for Anime Boston. I think we're one of very few booths that restock throughout the days, but we understand where the demand is and we get to it.
It helps too, like they don't have to travel too far.
Yeah,
to
relatively
get
local.
the
Yeah,
restock.
agreed.
Yeah,
Very easy.
But it's nice.
like if you're coming from like Salem or something, like
Yeah.
that's a hike. But yeah,
Anybody buying anything today?
I'm thinking about getting an aerial if there's any left.
There should be.
You're gonna get that $4,000 metal build.
No, I'm not. We
structure.
talked about that.
Did I
No,
tell you
I'm
about
not.
that, Jake?
No.
Somebody downstairs has the metal structure Sazabi.
Oh, really? That's a nice looking thing.
$4,000.
It's pricey. I mean, that's almost retail. It was like $3,500 or something.
Yeah, I don't think the price is crazy. It's just a crazy price.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you have the spare change, it's worth it. It's probably really nice.
The box is like almost as big as one of these tables.
Makes sense. Yeah.
First comment of the stream. Dank Meme Time Machine. Hello, how are you doing? He says Ariel is a hot kit.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Whatever you're doing is
It's delay.
Showing
No
up
one's
on-
doing it. It's the ghosts.
Ariel is a hot kit. I have a question for the chat and for you guys. Elfrith or Ariel, and why?
Lafrith, because it's pink.
Well, they're like the exact same thing, so it's which one do you prefer?
Yeah, I mean,
Elfrith because it's pink.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Well, Jake built the Lafrith, so he likes the Lafrith. I didn't. I built the Ariel, so I like the Ariel.
I've built neither, and I want both.
I built the. I have both. I built the Lafrith before the Ariel.
Did you build the Ariel?
Not yet.
Did
But
you?
I like them. They're great kits. I mean, they've continued the tradition of removing all the poly caps, making everything,
Which is amazing.
yeah, really nice.
It was a really good
sculpts
build.
and molds. Yeah,
My
they're great
choice
kits.
is the Begwehr Pente.
I don't know what that is.
It's another kit from the line. It's really, really, really good.
Yeah, I have that one. I've not built it yet because I don't build anything. So I'm
Why is coffee okay, but water's
still
bad?
waiting to paint it because I like to paint. As far as kits that I'm gonna buy, I don't know. If I see a reasonably priced Taugius Flugel,
We're not allowed to drink on stream.
No one told us that last night.
Walter's the one who gives me yes or no, so I can put all the responsibility on him. Fair.
look at me.
I'm gonna do it just to spite him.
I took a brief walk around yesterday. I didn't find anything particularly crazy. The best thing I found, or at least the most interesting to me, was a lindworm.
Yeah,
But it was 130.
that's a bit much.
Very high.
Yeah, it's what Richard was telling me earlier that a lot of the things in the vendor square have a really really severe case of convention markup.
I don't know if I told you that. Did I tell you the story about the Rose Gundam?
Yeah, the guy said that they sold too many, so they didn't bother buying any.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Like that's a great way to run a business.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we didn't get any because they were going to be too hard to get. Okay.
I really like the Ariel, but I like the Lafrith more. The color scheme and the bunny ears set it apart.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Agree.
Good reasoning. I mean, I like the color scheme better. What was the most interesting thing that you've seen in Anime Boston so far?
I haven't seen anything yet.
The cosplay.
Yeah, cosplay.
Well, that's always interesting in many ways.
Yeah, well, Trigon is very popular this year.
Really?
I've also noticed
Yeah.
a
Because of that
lot
new
of
Trigon
Because of
show.
the new Trigun. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of Trigon, a lot of Genshin.
A lot of Genshin.
I can't recognize Genshin.
I know, but it was there.
Okay.
Uh,
see like an anime style like girl you don't recognize,
Probably Genshin.
It's a fair rule.
Okay.
the Toggies Flugel is so nice. I was gonna wait for the P Bandai restock, but it's been so long that I just bit the bullet and got it off Amazon.
Yeah, it's definitely pricey in the third seller market, but I'll probably end up waiting for a P Bandai re-release. It didn't come out that long ago, so it's probably going to be a little while for it to come out again.
I'm surprised you even like the Flugel. I didn't think you liked the Angel Wings.
Well, anything that's on the Taugies is cool, so
Fair.
it makes the wings cool.
Fair. I like the crest they put on the wings.
Yeah.
That
Toggies.
was much better.
The Toggies just makes all of the attachments look cool.
Hello. Hello.
Nico, you want to step in for a second?
Hello, Moto.
Okay. My wife and my daughter.
Just go, John. Hello, Walter. You want to? Oh, come on in. No, kick him out. Just pick him up. No, the infamous chair is the one Jake's in, but it was tipped.
Nope,
Oh
nope.
my
We have it on
God.
record. No
we
one
literally
tripped you.
have a video record. No, we didn't. You have to unmute him when he's set up. Hello.
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 How are you?
I'm good.
Cool.
Great conversation.
Yep. All right. Goodbye.
Okay, I'm done.
Cool talk, bro.
Good talk.
No, I'm good. I'm just really tired. I did a lot of nothing yesterday, but I still feel it in my bones.
Yep. So does anybody have any kits that they're building today in between doing the other things? Did anyone bring anything?
Not me. There's actually no time.
So we got a comment. What was the most notable cosplay that you saw that was cool or interesting besides Trigun and Genshin Impact?
We saw someone dressed as Axel from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
That was a pretty
posing.
good one.
They were posing. They looked good.
There's a dude who knows Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
But like
Exodia?
the big, like skeletal guy. Yeah, that. There was a guy dressed like that, and he was like 7 feet tall and like 5 feet wide.
Wow.
And he
Oh.
couldn't get through the doors, and so like they were turning him to walk through.
Wait, are you saying?
It depends on what you're watching the dub. It's Summon Skull, but
Yeah.
they changed it. I think it was like Archfiend of the Lightning in Japan.
Yeah,
I-
Summon
I-
Skull.
I thought that was the Overlord character that he was dressed as.
Oh, maybe.
Or am
I
I
don't
seeing
know.
two different?
You could be. So maybe it was that. So maybe it was not Yu-Gi-Oh. It was
Overlord.
But I
would
think I
make
did
sense.
see.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
he was
I legit
enormous,
thought that
right?
was a statue.
no, it's a dude, and he like couldn't get his hand back on, so a girl had to like put his hand back on and then like tilt him into the door.
That's the one of the biggest reasons I've never done cosplays. It seems like way too much work,
It's a lot of work.
and it's just you're gonna be uncomfortable all day.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. I'm cosplaying today.
Yeah.
Well, like I saw a kid on the train, like all these guys that are dressed up as Lloyd from Spy Family. They're all wearing like, but they all look nice, but they're all wearing like dress shoes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I get it. You're like, it's accurate, but like
Does
that's gotta
Lloyd from
like
Spy Family look like?
that's gotta hurt your feet.
He looks like a guy in a business suit, like a three-piece suit.
Yes.
What do spies look like, Nico?
James Bond.
If you can tell what a spy looks like, they're not very good spies.
Exactly.
Your looks better.
Oh, Lloyd. He spells
Spy.
his name weird. Oh, he's just a
He's just a dude.
He's a guy
He was
in a
just a
three-piece
dude.
suit. Yeah.
Just a dude in the suit.
That's a comfortable one.
That's a good throwback.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Doug, the person that's helping us.
Doug
that what you
Funny?
said? Yes. Oh,
Wasn't that what was the lady?
she's Patty Mayonnaise.
Patty Mayonnaise. Yeah.
Patty Mayonnaise.
Peppermint
Roger.
Patty's Charlie
What was
Brown.
Roger's last name?
Klotz.
Peppermint Patty's
Klotz? Klotz?
Charlie Brown.
Roger
or-
Klotz.
Roger Klotz.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yesterday in the build room, the classroom, Nico and I were teaching a class, and we were joined by Gumby.
Oh.
Somebody in a full Gumby.
by Gumby and I got so excited.
Yeah. Somebody in a full Gumby cosplay came down and sat down and watched the whole class.
That's awesome.
Hey. I don't know how he's going to be able to manipulate the tools, but
Oh, yeah. Hey. That's a different class.
that's unfortunate.
You what?
Was the dog Pokey or
Pokey is a horse.
Oh, he's a horse. Yeah.
Okay.
I think there was a dog too, though.
Yeah, you're having an off day.
I did not watch Gumby. Okay.
Is it whether or not you remember pop culture references? Oh, okay.
Hey, hey, Walter. Walter, what's the are the people outside for us or?
There's a room next door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Got it.
Okay.
No, yesterday it was 11 o'clock was when they unlocked the door.
Right.
So they still got probably good
It's
time.
10:59. Hey, we're gonna start streaming in 1 minute.
Nice.
Any action on the chat?
Dank meme said summon skull when we were trying to figure that out. That was
Got it. Got it.
I was told that there was somebody who was basically dressed in only briefs, and nobody knew what he was, and it was not
That
great.
is a crazy person.
Yeah.
He's just
They
getting
just-
away with it.
They wandered in.
Yeah.
You dressed in only reefs?
Briefs.
Briefs.
Briefs. As in,
Oh,
like a tidy whities.
Oh,
Tidy whities.
yeah. Yeah, but he can just say he's cosplaying as.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. I don't know.
Have a what?
Oh,
a pot.
Captain
Pot?
Underwear? No.
No, from. Yeah.
Oh, don't know.
Oh, there was a bunch of what's that guy that praised the sun guy?
Yeah, we saw him yesterday.
We saw like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Bronson knows the guy.
But the
Dark
one we saw
Souls.
yesterday had like
Yeah, I know
actual
who you're talking about.
metal armor. It was like
dude,
clanking.
Like they were clanking as they were walking
Really?
around. Yeah, it was cool.
That's awesome.
You can hear them coming a mile away. Clink, clink.
That's interesting. Usually I don't allow cosplays with metal components.
Oh, this person was
I
loud.
think that's just props.
Oh, okay.
Because I know props like it has to be soft to the touch.
Yeah, you can't have like a metal sword or weapon or anything.
Right, yeah. The offers. John's showing off his backpack again.
It's a cool backpack.
It's
Got
terrible.
magnets
It's
in it.
ugly.
Better than my backpack. I didn't realize my backpack was open until I was like 4 stops on the
Just
train.
gonna keep
yesterday.
talking bad about his
Old-
backpack till he grills me.
bag.
And then it's got this string that holds my keys. Yeah, it's worth $300.
Premium
Wait,
backpack
$300?
technology.
That's like 1 3/4 EVs.
I hope he buys a second EV today. It needs a friend.
Yeah. I feel like we're all more interested in their
I
conversation.
know, we're,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
just watching other conversations instead
Yeah.
of talking to each other.
And they can kind of hear part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's early in the day. I don't have any experiences to talk about yet. I just got here.
We're gonna make new experience.
Yeah, but we have to make them.
Do you want your seat back?
The real prize is the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
I did see something yesterday. So after I left here yesterday, I took a quick walk through the artist room, and I was walking around, and like there was a booth right when you walk in that says, "If you're wearing a mask, 20% off."
Oh.
And I'm like, "That's cool, but like you should maybe not advertise that because I'm just gonna walk around the corner, put a mask
Yeah,
on,
exactly.
and buy your stuff and then take it off."
Yeah.
Right.
Like it should be in your own head. Be like, "Hey, thank you for wearing a mask. I'm gonna give you a little discount."
And then flip it for
Yeah,
retail.
they probably also raised all their prices 20%.
Yeah, 20%.
Yeah, just to compensate.
Most likely. They probably raised it more than 20%.
Right?
Convention tax.
Yes. Okay, so you don't have a question yet.
Oh dang, we jumped up one more person watching.
Nice.
Welcome.
Welcome. Good morning.
I mean, I always enjoy teaching the classes. It's fun to interact with people. It's good walking around helping people build stuff, you know. It's always good to see what people are doing. Give advice, all that stuff.
Do you want to do the first one with the 3 of us? Right, but I think we should do one with Jake, just so we can feel it. There's
Can we do 4?
there's seats for 4.
I'll jump on a 4.
There's seats for 4, but like we do one class all together, so we know what we're looking for and what it should look like, and then it can be anybody. You know what I mean?
For the rest of the day.
One to set the pace.
Yeah.
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 I
you
wrote the
Probably
class.
do.
Jake wrote the
Beginner
clip.
and
There is no. Nico said earlier, he's like, yeah, we're just going off the script. There is no script.
Just
There's
look at-
nothing written.
Just look at the slides and talk from
You
our
look at the
experiences.
slides. Yeah. And Nico and I had a really we were jabbing with each other and kind of talking and being really chill about it, and everybody like really liked it. Everyone was laughing and stuff.
I slaved over the internet for at least a half hour to make that presentation.
Yeah, he teachered the people there. Everybody in the back, you need to move forward. It was funny, but they listened, and I was glad.
That's when you pull a seat to the front. Be like, this is your seat now.
Oh no, you watch. You watch today. I'm good track.
The biggest thing during the classes yesterday was conversations about God hands.
Really?
Which is pretty
Oh, wow.
common. And every single person was like, "Are you sure? I don't know about those things." They all had like a demo. Like Nico's like, "Yeah, come up and use mine," and they all had the same reaction.
Yeah.
Everyone
they, like,
always has.
They
that
make
reaction.
one snip and they're like,
This is
"What?"
This is amazing. Yeah.
So we do have another question. Has anyone spotted any other places selling any cool model kits? Like there are a couple,
There's like 4 or 5 booths that,
but
have
like
kits.
nothing that I've seen that I want that like I just can't just get from Walter.
Gundam Pros is the biggest Gundam booth
Yeah.
by a wide
And
margin.
like,
Here.
whereas like Gundam Bros is selling stuff just like here's how we normally sell stuff. Like you can notice
Yep.
at other booths that it's like this is a little
really
higher.
afterthought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Richard was actually telling me that he was approached by a couple of other vendors who said like, "How come your prices are so low?"
You mean how come our prices are normal?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
Didn't convention markup.
but there are a
I can
couple.
imagine they got mad at them for that.
Here's another thing though.
Them's the breaks.
Have you noticed any places selling kits that Walter doesn't stock, like Aoshima and Motoroid and stuff like that?
A couple.
Yeah, the one right across. Was it right across from them? Mm-hmm. They had a couple other like
Different brands.
different brands,
Yeah.
and like a few P band.
Like you go to Gundam Pros and there's like 36 aerials.
Yeah.
You go to another booth and there's one.
Yeah.
And if you don't grab it, that's it. Like it's just a mishmash of like stuff they had in their back room.
Yeah. Any good third-party stuff?
No,
Too bad.
nothing that I'm like I would like jump over like a Hunter Kill from Supernova.
I mean, the only third party kit that I really want, I'll never find. When I think it was Daban, maybe did like their perfect grade Exia that came with like the Avalanche.
They're gonna reprint
Nice.
it for
Like
sure.
I want that so
They'll
bad.
release it
They're
again.
gonna
Yeah.
reprint it. That
Because
was
that
like
was like a reasonable price.
that
I
was
think it
like
was less than $200.
that was
for the whole
like
thing.
maybe $80.
Yeah, I thought it was like
It was
150.
cheap.
But like I
Like,
saw
maybe
that and
it
I
was
wanted
150
it so bad. But it was like perfect grade scale.
Have
It
you
came like
have
the
you
regular.
built a Daban before?
Not Daban. I can't remember the. I
Have you
built
done
like a,
Dragon Momoko?
no. I can't remember the company. Like they'd make third party Zoids kits. And
Koda-
like that was
Kotobukiya?
no, it was
Kotobukiya makes first
Supernova.
party.
first party. So it was third party, like from China.
Supernova?
And it was,
Supernova?
no, it's even
No.
worse. Like it was bad. Like it was definitely like I had to like
BTS.
drill every hole.
Was it like BTS or something weird?
Maybe, yeah.
I built a Zoid from BTS and it was really bad.
Yeah, like I mean, I like how it looked at the end, but like it was definitely like it was not a
Was it
beginner
that
kit.
blue Zoid you had?
But they have such popular.
It was
songs.
Blade Liger, the blue Blade Liger.
Yeah.
yeah. But like it was definitely like I had to drill out holes and
Daban is a
stuff
little
together.
Daban's a little better, but similar.
yeah.
Like you'll have that kind
no,
of
like
stuff.
I know it's definitely not going to be
So
clean.
a perfect grade would be a project,
Yeah. Well, especially since I'm pretty sure theirs came with LEDs too.
probably.
So, what do you guys think about a lot of the Chinese and other non-Japanese companies starting to release basically
I-
first-party kits? I mean,
I
their
built
own
the,
designs
uh,
and stuff.
I'll 100% go for it.
Yeah,
who's
I
the-
think
Yeah,
it's great.
why not?
Who's the one that did the Judge?
Zero gravity.
Zero gravity.
So I
Yeah.
built that.
Yeah.
And like I think the big thing that like
Did you like it?
I didn't hate it, but like
Okay.
there was a lot of plastic left over, so it was like pretty
Yeah.
expensive.
Right.
And like there was a lot of extra stuff in there because instead of like printing like in like A1 and an A2 with like half a runner,
They just printed 2 full-size runners.
they just printed 2 full size runners. So yeah, they printed 2 full size runners. So you end up with a lot of extra stuff. Whereas if they like had done that like Bandai does, they could have cut like a lot of money off of the thing at the end.
Yeah.
It was a
Yes
good
and
kit,
no.
but
It
it's
depends-
also
It also depends on how many they print. If
Yeah.
they're not printing like thousands and thousands of them, then they might have saved money on
Yeah.
tooling costs. You know.
yeah, just
They
have
probably
to
without-
Just a
change the-
reuse.
yeah. But I enjoyed it. Like it was a good kit. It was something different. It wasn't the best kit for like posability because there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But I like that, and I don't mind when third party make a kit that Bandai doesn't make.
Yeah,
Like when it's
I
like a
think they should.
Japan making like, oh, this is just like the
yeah, then it
robot
is a
of
third party.
Yeah,
kit,
but like when like
when they start having first party releases where it's their kit,
yeah,
then that's
like I like
that's
that.
cool. Yeah. One that I'm really looking forward to, which was teased at the beginning of the year that I think theoretically is coming out third quarter.
We were trying to remember what this was called.
Yeah,
It's the company is Ainta, and it's called the Sky Defender,
Sky Defender.
Yes, I want
Okay.
that too.
and it looks incredible.
It's so I can't wait.
And judging by the prices that have kind of leaked a little bit, it looks like it's probably going to be around 150 to 160 US. Which
That's
is
crazy for what it is.
100% worth it,
It's like twice the plastic as the Master Grade EX Strike Freedom and less price.
easily. Yeah.
We were saying when it first announced, 250 would have been fair, but if
Yeah.
it comes out at that, that's amazing.
Yeah. It's got 3 layers of just subframe.
Wow.
Jake, what's that kit you recently built that you were like swooning over and you said it was a fantastic?
Oh, the high grade. I don't even remember what show it's from. It's the one that is the show is SD.
Oh, that one. Oh,
they
no, I
made
thought
the
you were
high
saying
grade.
something else. I thought it was a different kit where you were like, this is like the best kit ever.
I don't know. I probably say that about
It
a lot of
wasn't
things.
it wasn't the real grade Ava, was it?
Oh, that was very good. Yeah, the real grade Eva was really good. That might have been it actually. Yeah, because I think I was swooning over the color separation. That was
Which
incredible.
was really good.
And I was disappointed that they don't even have that level of color separation in like master grades, and they easily could.
I mean, I know there's a kit coming up that's going to have that level of color separation.
Which one?
Yep, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I don't care about that either.
Yeah.
Besides, it doesn't count as color separation when it's red and slightly lighter red.
No, like the whip.
Yeah, but that's all pre-molded. You don't even build it.
Yeah, but that was the cool thing about the Ava kit was that it was pre-molded.
No, parts of it were pre-molded, and that was cool. But a lot of the color separation wasn't pre-molded. It was just really good color
Yeah,
separation.
no, it's a good kit.
Even on master grades, would have probably been stickers.
It's a good kit. Going back to the third-party thing, have you built any of the Supernova Zoids?
No, I have. Was it Supernova that did the wing kits too?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I have. They're Ultron, but I haven't touched it yet.
That is the worst one in their line.
Okay, cool.
It's
so
still
it's a
good.
great one to start with. Then.
Yeah, but it's still good.
Yeah.
But like every kit you get after that is twice as
Yeah.
good.
No, I like theirs because like I like the edgier look they have to them.
Yeah.
Like more like
It's just funny because like you could see like where the weak points of the Ultron are, and then people like not complained but like gave them feedback.
Yeah.
And then the next release, those exact points are fixed.
yeah.
I liked the finish on their plastic too. I thought was
Yes,
fantastic.
yes.
I think I've only done the wing,
Yeah.
and it's just a different type of plastic than you get with most Bandai kits. And
Yeah.
I thought it came out really nice.
Yeah, I agree. But they do Zoids too.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
They're really good.
Are they?
And the price point is like 60 for that, like the Sliger with like the crazy sword on it.
Decent size too, right?
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's just like a regular Zoid size. And it comes with an entire extra set of armor in a different color.
Oh really?
Didn't they also just come out like a couple months ago? Probably more than a couple months ago now with the Death Stinger. That's
Yeah, they
like
did a Death Stinger.
the size of a dinner plate.
Yeah, it's $90 or $100, and it's gigantic. I'm going to get it as soon as it gets restocked or whatever.
Yeah, at $90, that's crazy.
It's really good.
I do want to build more Zoid stuff. Just Kotobuki is kind of.
I don't like the quality of those
Yeah.
builds.
But they're like also for like the price versus quality. too.
Yeah, it's
like
really
it's
bad.
kind of ridiculous.
So like I recommend the Supernova Zoid stuff.
Yeah.
They also did a bunch of the Tyrannosaurus Rex one. What is it called?
Blade, Berserk Führer.
Berserk Fury. Yeah, they've got like 3 or 4 variations of that.
I have one of those. I know it's third party, but I couldn't tell you where, like who it was, because it's just still in the box at the bottom of my pile.
Right.
But I have the Fuhrer.
If I was downstairs and somebody
Fury.
happened to Supernova Fury, I would get it.
Yeah.
I would meet like right away. Hi, Dad. Let's just all watch this.
Okay.
What'd you get, Nico?
Nico's getting like a ton of gifts this weekend.
Oh,
It's a fun dinosaur.
how did they get that in a box?
So cute.
Oh my god.
The little pegs, so like it's for gross molding. So like you can take them out and then you can insert them in whatever order you want, and you can talk about colors and things like that.
Yeah. I wish at any point in my life I had half the happiness that I just saw in
I
Nico's
know.
face.
I know.
Like-
There's a toy dinosaur and he's over the moon.
That's amazing, man.
I don't know what Walter's doing either.
He's putting
He always
TVs.
looks like a deer in headlights when he turns around. He's like, huh? You caught me. 'Cause I just said I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, for when 3 hours from now, when the rest of the stuff is all set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why do we need a bunch of monitors for that? I don't know, John.
Couldn't tell you.
We should put that on this table
For what?
Nailed it.
to muffle some of the sound and impact when you hit the
Yeah.
table.
Like when you put stuff down.
This is Walter's, isn't it?
Does it work? No.
Yeah, that's
No,
usually at
it doesn't.
That's usually on the desk at the warehouse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it looks ragged, so
Yeah. Well, I mean,
he does not want feet. That's weird. How would you walk around?
it's not his thing.
I mean, pirates have peg legs
They do, but
Two?
sometimes.
two peg legs.
That guy from
I even got
Family Guy,
pegs for
right?
me eyes too.
Do you think they're good like ice skaters?
I mean, peg legs aren't really sharp, so probably not.
But like you,
It's a
easily-
very low center too. You probably don't have the best balance in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, like peg legs are pretty customizable, though, right? Like
Why are you
can just
throwing things?
throw some blades on the bottom.
I'm being attacked.
yeah, you probably could.
Shots fired. It's because you didn't say yeet, Nico.
Why did he erase the things that would let me know what these buttons do?
I don't know.
I mean,
Can I
this
do
time-
what Walter was doing yesterday, where he just kept hitting them because he didn't know what ones
Yeah,
did
he would
what?
just hit a random.
Did you
one.
guys? Did we figure it out why this one didn't work?
Oh.
No, none of them.
Did you
worked.
guys hear that?
Yeah.
I didn't. You're right. Yeah, it doesn't. That one doesn't. Is that the drum roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's
So that's the Bluetooth.
Yeah. No, but
hey.
look at that. Way to go. Yeah. Walter just hit every other button 15 times each to try to figure out why that one didn't
And
work.
the whole time you missed that one button.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I heard it through it. Even
Yeah.
when that wasn't turned
No,
on.
yeah, all three of
Yeah.
those would hear it, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I like Sharpies.
No, we had a
like-
dry erase marker.
Good catch.
I don't know. He
Good
kept
catch.
it. I don't know where it went. Because this, you can dry erase.
That's a Sharpie, not a dry erase.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Throw it back. Throw it back.
Yeah, chuck it out.
Don't warn him.
Nico, we need a non-permanent marker.
What is that?
Yeah, but you're not supposed to draw your forehead.
Oh, the blast impulse.
Blast
Nice.
impulse?
Jesus, Nico.
Is,
calm down.
Is that the blast
Did you find that
impulse?
downstairs?
Last one.
Nice.
Surprised they ever had more than one.
Wow.
A master grade blast impulse.
That's pretty cool.
It's a good find.
That is a good find. And now it belongs to Nico.
And Nico has
Just
stolen
takes
it.
it.
Nico's like, this is another gift for me, isn't it?
Bandai is always very interesting. I love the color variations. I love how
I like that. I don't like that I can't see the pictures of the kid on the sides of the box.
Yeah.
That is a little unfortunate.
But I also like the monochrome box.
The design's cool.
No, I hate
box
that
is-
they're like starting to get rid of that. Like they did it with the F90 stuff.
Yeah,
They
no.
just have a normal.
No. So like, yeah, they are. They do that sometimes, but like that's because I think they intended for those kids to be regular release,
Okay,
and then
yeah.
for some reason they're like, this isn't
No.
going to work out. Let's
Yeah.
make it P Bandai.
Yeah.
Because like all the mission packs for F90 are all
Yeah,
still
because so the
monochrome.
Leo S over there,
Yeah.
that we have on display, that box came as a normal looking Leo
It's a normal box. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think the goal
It
was,
was
like
probably
going to
gonna
be
be a
regular
normal
release, and then
release, yeah.
for some
I
reason,
feel like if they made that a regular release, that would sell out all
Oh,
the time.
Oh,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Like, that's
Anything that P Bandai has
Yeah.
would sell out fine as a regular release.
It's-
I'm not quite sure why P Bandai exists. Honestly.
it's rare that they are correct about what's supposed to be P Bandai and what's not supposed to be P Bandai.
Well-
color variants, I think that's fine as
I
P
mean,
Bandai.
Yeah.
sure. But
Like, were we talking about yesterday? I don't know who I was talking about. Like the Wound Boy.
Yes.
For the amount of time that they put that back up, and the amount of time that it sells out every time they put it up.
It should
Why
just
is
be
it
a
not just
regular.
regular?
And I know they have like the Psycho Blade variant. That can be P Bandai.
It's gonna be a long
What is that?
time,
What
I
is that?
think.
What is that? Don't bring. I don't know. There was a crazy amount of feedback when
Yeah.
Walter walked towards us.
Walter, your pacemaker's acting up.
It's the metal plate in his head.
So I think there's probably some kind of like a production formula with like the mold machines and everything that dictates what's P Bandai. Like it's too much of an effort to switch the machines over to make this other kit.
Like when they do like
But it's-
variants of stuff, I get it. Like the Zaku's we were talking about, the Seed Zaku's yesterday.
Yeah, all of the variants. That's all,
those
justified
variants,
P Bandai.
That's fine because they made the regular one a normal release.
Yeah.
But like when they do all the, you just
you just
undid
unplug the monitor.
the monitor. But like all the AOZ kits that they're doing on P Bandai,
Yeah.
just make those regular.
Well, there's a lot of them.
They're still like I I at least look at every P Bandai launch. They sell out almost all the time.
The Hoodoo should have been a regular
Hoodoo?
Hoodoo. Yeah. Because you can use that with the Hazel that was a regular release.
Yeah.
So
I mean, one that I was pretty surprised at not being a regular release was maybe not as a 2-pack, but the Mercurius and Viet high grades.
Especially
should've-
since they made
how
color
popular
variant
was the
ones.
Leo? How popular was the Leo when that
Yeah, the
came
Leo
out?
was crazy
and they've
popular.
made a ton of variants, and they're not released any of them.
and they've
It would have
They've made
sold
a bunch
like
of,
crazy.
but they even had they had high grade releases of all of the titular suits.
Yes.
New ones that came out that were really nice.
And they all sold like crazy.
And they all sold like crazy. They should have just included them.
And they decided to go P Bandai with the G Gundam ones.
Yeah. It's strange.
And now you can't find the Rose Gundam anywhere.
Yeah.
It is hard to get.
Yeah.
Another
Nice.
H2 normal.
Nice.
And that's leading me to another thing that like is kind of annoying me with Bandai. So, two of my like Grail kits that shouldn't be Grail kits are the Age 1 Titus and the Age 1 Spallo.
Master
Those are
grade?
Master grade.
Yeah.
Those are normal kits
I'm interested in the Titus myself.
that they will not release here.
Yeah.
Like they've done the Dark Hound, they've done just all the other Age 1 Master grade kits, but like those two, and they're out in Japan. Like I know you can get them from Japanese sellers, but they
Right.
I haven't even seen the Spallo online.
No.
No, not really.
I saw it. I can't remember the dude's name. The dude who goes to like the Gundam base to buy stuff. And
Yeah.
ships them.
Side
yeah.
7?
Side 7. He
Yeah.
had it at one point, so like it was in the Gundam base.
Okay. Yeah.
But like, it's a normal kit. And like when they started re-releasing all the regular Master Grade Age kits, like Walter had a problem because
Yeah, well, Walter can't get them at all, right?
well, at first they didn't send him as much as he wanted. And he had pre-orders for him, like because I had to wait a little bit. So like people wanted them, and then like release the rest of them at least just a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish I could be in the Bandai decision-making room.
Yeah, like we
'Cause
think
they
we
do.
know better, but they
I
have
know.
reasons.
I'm sure they do have reasons, but well, because they're trying to appease like 3 different audiences and 3 different tastes.
Yeah.
Like they want to keep their Japanese market obvious, like, but there's also like a whole like Southeast Asia market and then like the American market, and we all like different things.
Yeah.
And they can only produce so many things at a time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to like say we're less than them, but like we're definitely kind of probably at the bottom of their priority list.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
the fact that
that is
they're-
growing though.
Yeah, the fact that like they're putting Gundam bases everywhere in like Southeast Asia.
Can you imagine the day we get a Gundam base?
Walter,
I think the biggest thing would be like where
Walter
it would
open
be.
a Gundam base.
Walter,
No
you
one
should talk to
will
Bandai and offer
agree
to
on
open
that.
up a Gundam base. You would be like it would be the United States would be here.
Yeah. You'd be the holy land for.
You would.
And I think
Gundam.
the biggest thing people would be mad about, because we talked about this yesterday about Gundam Wing, is that like if there was a Gundam base in America, the Gundam Wing would probably be our 1/1 statue.
That would be fine.
And like I know a lot of people wouldn't like that.
I think it would be cool.
I think they would be
It
ridiculous.
it should be the heavy arms, but I mean,
yeah.
We're getting a 1-to-1 Gundam statue, and they're going to complain about who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they might
like
be-
Come on.
just be thankful.
what would make sense though would be the North American local type.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fair.
That would be good.
Well, I mean, heavy arms.
Heavy arms should be.
Heavy arms is the American.
Should probably be
Okay,
the
all right.
American.
Okay. Unpopular opinion: we should have a Maxter
I mean, Maxter makes sense too.
in Neo America.
Yeah.
I would accept that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can please a lot of people. Like he's got football stuff and
Boxing
robot
stuff.
stuff.
And surfing,
Robot stuff,
cowboy
surfing.
stuff,
Yeah.
guns.
I mean, most Gundams have guns.
Yeah, but he's got handguns.
I know.
But yeah, but like the biggest problem I think for a Gundam base in America was like what coast would it be on?
It would probably be West.
It would-
West
it
Coast
would
would
almost
make
certainly be
sense.
West
Closest to
West
Japan.
Coast closest. Yeah.
But as like a tourist attraction, New York would make more sense.
New York would make sense.
Well, but that's the thing with America is like it's so big, you can't really go wrong with either side of the country, and you
Or
almost
both.
almost want to do both.
You'd-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would make most sense to have one on each coast.
Correct. And then Boston seems like an ideal location, or New York. Like you
So,
said.
Walter,
I'm
you
partial
have-
towards Boston.
You have a job to do.
You should try to get host.
You
one.
got to go above their heads and
Walter,
figure
you
this
should
out.
try to host one. Yeah. A Gundam-based pop-up store. Yeah, and then get exclusive multiple copies of every kit for us.
Just keep
The
a
boxes were
rolling
lost.
reserve. Yeah. Yeah.
Good job, Nico. You really screwed that up. Get it? Because you were using a screwdriver. You were using a screwdriver, and you. What?
What is the Holy Grail P Bandai kit?
Oh.
Perfect grade God Gundam.
No, something that
Something
existed.
that
Something that
I
exists.
want an
Oh.
existing P Bandai.
Let's
that
see.
we all have been seeking.
Currently exists, like is in circulation, has been in circulation for past years, or ever at any point.
Ever at any point.
The narrative Neo Zhang.
Oh, that's a great one.
Dude, that just sold out in like 30 seconds the other
Yes,
day.
it did.
My friend wanted one. He was like ready to go, and it was gone before he could hit refresh.
Nope.
I mean, I had one up until a few months ago. Like, I wanted the Testament, the Master Grade Testament,
Ooh.
and I was able to. I missed it the first time it came out. But
Jake
I
has
got it.
one, I think.
I got it the second time, or this most recent time. I don't have it yet, but it'll.
This
be here
weekend, it's the
eventually.
Rose Gundam that I'm looking for. But
The Testament was one I actually did paint and build.
how long did that take?
I don't know, like 3 days.
Yeah, you enjoyed that one though, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good build.
Can you still get the heavy arms custom?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
I missed that one. That one always bugged me.
Get the Supernova.
The like the IGIL unit.
Better.
Yeah, I did get that.
The
one.
Igil
I think
unit.
I have that.
Oh yeah.
I have.
I mean, it's
If
gotten to
you-
the point my backlog.
If you
is
don't mind
too
not
big.
having the Igel unit, I have one that doesn't have it. I have 2 copies of it. You can have it.
Of what, the heavy arms custom?
Yeah,
You just
You
made
bet
my
that one?
day. You just made
Why
my
do you
day,
have 2
Jake.
copies of that?
because I got the one that didn't have it way old, like
Yeah.
way long time ago, and then the Igel unit came out, and I was like, oh, that's way cool. So I got that.
I would
And
go.
don't you
I'd
also
go
have
without
the,
it.
Don't you also have the Supernova?
I do.
So you have 3.
Yeah, the Supernova one is the TV color scheme though. It's the orange and red.
Yeah,
and
but that
white.
one's the best one out of the 3. in
The
my
Supernova
opinion.
Oh, I
one
agree.
comes with all the stuff that the IGIL one comes
Yes.
with, right?
Yeah, and
the
the
new,
whole-
just
the new one
basic.
does,
And
yeah.
3 extra
No,
different armor
there's 2
colors,
versions
so you can
of-
mix it
Oh,
up.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
What was the other armor color on the Supernova?
On the heavy arms?
There's
Yeah.
like the blue and the orange.
yeah. There's
It's the
either
blue, right? Yeah.
There's either the green, the TV colors, but each color, like it's made up of orange, red, and white.
Yeah.
But you could make a whole set of armor that's just white or just orange or just red. It
That's
comes
pretty
with
cool.
enough runners to do all that.
Yeah,
That's
like we
pretty
were talking
cool.
about how they don't chop off runners that you don't
Yeah,
need.
so they just
You get
printed
duplicates.
everything.
So you get duplicates
Yeah.
of all the colors and everything. The Ultron has a whole suit of white armor. Like you
pretty-
could display it with
Well,
no
'cause
green.
they have 2 of that too. They have like the blue one and the green. Like,
Did
yeah.
was the
Yeah.
Shenlong one that also had a color variant? What was the other? It was like purple. From the Supernova wing kits.
Pretty sure Sandrock.
No,
had a color
you're
variant.
I'm thinking of Sandrock. I'm thinking of Sandrock.
You might be thinking of Sandrock, but
Yeah.
also Supernova came with that Hunter Kill, that for their own design.
Oh, all right.
And that one was
Yeah.
purple and green. And,
Okay.
But it has like a lot of lances and beams and
Yeah,
stuff, so you can
yeah.
think it's like a. You could think
I was
it's a
thinking
Shenlong.
of this the Sandrock, the purple variant.
So we were asked, is there a big Gunpla presence at Anime Boston in addition to you guys? Nothing like singularly as
Few
Gundam
stores,
Pros,
but
but
There's
a few
booths
people.
that have Gundam, nothing that's specifically for Gundam. They're
Yeah.
all like doing other things too.
Yeah.
And there's nobody doing the build stuff that we are.
That's the thing. We have the build room. We have the stream. We do the classes.
I would say Gundam Pros is the most dedicated Gundam people
sure,
at
for
the
sure.
convention.
You could say that they're Gundam pros.
You could say
Ooh.
that, but you shouldn't.
Ouch. Ouch.
The eye contact I made with Walter the entire time just made that a little bit better.
Was there another question or no?
No, that was it.
Okay.
I'm not paying attention, so I missed. I
What?
will 100% eat all of them.
You want to get pizza?
I heard pizza.
There should be kits all over this table.
I was just thinking we should just be building here while we're.
Oh, don't say that. I left the
Oh.
kit that I brought yesterday home today. Yeah, and then
Do you
I'll
have
open
any?
them and
Do
consume
you have
them.
any?
That's too far away.
There should be like, or we should put a bunch of like kits on the table or something, just decoration.
We're enough decoration.
Oh yeah. Or like something else behind us, maybe. I don't know.
We got a giant poster behind us.
I know, but there's Walter has a bunch of Gundam Pros posters too.
Grab like 2 handfuls.
Jelly beans. Time check. 11:28. That was the very long half hour.
45 minutes.
I mean, we still
Oh, yeah.
got a while.
Yeah.
We're here all day.
We are here all day. Hey Nico, how you doing over there?
How's the time look on that download?
probably 2 hours and 50. You're what? Yeah. Might be a good opportunity for somebody to go take a tour. Might be a good opportunity to go walk. Might be a good time for one of us to go walk the floor or something. I'm still on the hunt for the Rose Gundam, and don't think I'm gonna find one, but
I'd love to get my hands on one.
yeah,
Not too keen on the Rose Gundam.
yeah, but I want it.
But it's just from that show. I mean,
I know.
It's
That's the
very
main draw.
unique. I know it's a good kit too, so it's just icing on the cake.
Have
Yeah.
you seen it open yet? Like, are there stickers?
There's little to known.
Okay.
Little to known.
Okay.
Like,
All the
it
crazy
was
colors
that-
and coloring on the kit is all separated.
It was that and like the Death Scythe that was P Bandai. Like that one, I'm worried about
What
like the
Death Scythe?
shield. They had
They
Death
have
Scythe
a Death Scythe Hell.
Hell, which again was just P Bandai for some reason.
Yep.
Even though they made the runners when they made the Live Lands Heaven.
Yeah.
Another boneheaded mistake, but whatever.
But that one, like the shield, looks like a lot of like yellow that looks really flat. That I'm like, those might be stickers.
Yeah.
It might be.
I mean, I know that's not the hardest thing to correct or just use the stickers, but I don't want to do
Right.
Sure.
either if I don't have to.
The issue with stickers isn't always like that they're hard or annoying to put on. It's like just disrespectful that they couldn't print the part.
It's disappointing.
Like
Yeah.
Because there are some times when, yeah, like you could have done that,
Yeah.
very easily.
especially when it's like a large sticker on a large piece, like the
It should just be a piece.
the kit that they had over there with the iron blade coating, the Hijiraboshi.
Yeah.
If you've built that, like one of its wings, it's large and it's red. It should be red and white, but they just made it, I think, either just red or just white, and you have a huge sticker.
Oh.
And like this could have been easily 2 pieces,
Yeah.
and like it wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah.
Especially when like they have runners with room of that color.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you could have just extended it a little bit, and it wouldn't have been.
Well, I think Bandit probably has like a whole team of designers that design all of these kits, and they put their good ones on the good kits.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, the intern can design
It's
that one.
it's probably mostly just also like cost benefit analysis. You know, like if they're going to lose profit by just making that an additional runner piece, if the box gets bigger, if shipping costs go up, if printing costs go up, then yeah, they say to hell with you. Here's a sticker,
Right. Yeah.
which I can understand as a business, but doesn't mean we have to appreciate it as a
Right,
as an
right.
enthusiast.
Yeah.
Particularly since now with just everything that's come out recently has just been really, really solid, and we know they could have done it. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's just what do they decide to put the effort into, and
Yeah.
what do they decide not to? It's like,
Yeah.
would
I
like
think
to-
it's modern kits come out and they have giant. You know you can do this better than
Exactly.
this, you know, it's like now the modern kits are much better because they have better molding technology and all that stuff. And you know it's fine in the olden times when you had the giant stickers on stuff. It's like all right, fine. It's because it's
What in the heck was that? There's a jumping dinosaur on the screen.
Tally Matt just subscribed.
Thanks, Tally Matt.
That's a YouTube thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were
I thought that
confused
was
with
on
yesterday.
Twitch.
We didn't know.
Oh, they both do it.
We have subscribers.
Thank you for
So
the
776. Who wants to be the lucky next one?
Yay.
thank you for subscribing.
Um,
Is there everybody? How many people are in the chat?
We got 5 people watching.
5.
Right now.
Hey, if everybody tells one friend and gets one friend to watch, we'll double up. And if then you do it again. And let's just try and make the stream like bigger today.
just tell everybody.
It's going all day long. Tell all your friends. Oh, Nico, are you suiting up for some headphone action so you can hear? That's what I was suggesting yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, no, but it's necessary. What's everyone's favorite Gundam song? Like opening.
Does it have to be?
What's everybody who's on the microphones right now's favorite Gundam song?
We got that. Does it have to be an opening?
You haven't listened to enough songs, John.
I don't know, I
no,
just like
just a
there's-
song from.
There's like a
Gundam.
goofy nostalgia to like the original.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this one they like sing Gundamu.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gundam. Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's really good. The
And then,
Gundam
again,
X
just like-
opening is really good.
Gundam
Goofy
X opening
nostalgia
is good.
for Wing.
Yes, all the wing.
all the
openings.
Wing
The Wing soundtrack.
Those were all legitimately good,
fantastic.
though.
There was like 4 of them that were fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put a lot of effort into that. And the one from Stardust Memory Warrior or something like
Yeah.
that.
Sounds
Yeah.
pretty good.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
I think if I had to pick one like favorite song, probably Just Communication.
Yeah,
That's
is
a
a
great
good
one.
I think it's my favorite.
I think I like Rhythm of Motion a little better.
It's a good one.
But they're all on like the same level.
Yeah.
And all the songs from Endless Waltz were really good.
Yeah, they were.
White Reflection.
Yeah, that's a great song.
8th MS team has some good music.
I don't pay attention enough to remember a lot of them because, like,
Oh.
having watched enough anime, I just
Dude,
go, let me
the-
skip a minute and
The
30.
G Gundam soundtrack was also fantastic.
It was good.
It really was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like 80s montage music.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fantastic. Or like all like the background music when he did Shiny Finger.
That was great.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it was like big orchestral sound.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that has all the worst music is Thunderbolt.
You don't like jazz?
If you don't like jazz, that's a rough listen.
Yeah. I love the Thunderbolt soundtrack. I think it's smooth as heck.
I think that I got really tired of it when it just looped at Walter's old store.
Oh yeah, no, that would kill it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Gundam soundtrack's looping, but it was definitely
No,
just
he
Thunderbolt.
didn't. It was just
It was
Thunderbolt.
only
It
Thunderbolt.
It was only
Jazz. That was all set up, you know.
Yeah,
no, it isn't.
it was.
It was set up to be on just the two of us, and you just messed it up. It's what? It's not.
No, definitely
Yeah,
not.
because you just
not
you just moved
anymore.
it. You just moved it. What about our nose? Was that my nose? Yeah. Why do you dislike me, Dad?
I saw your boogers, man. I want to help you.
You saw my boogers? Saw my boogers?
You need some clippers up there?
We both know I'm your favorite son. Yeah, yeah. We don't talk about the other one. I gave you two.
Yeah, but are you the one that he was talking about putting in a home yesterday? So
Yeah. Are you kicking him out yet?
Shady Pines.
Yeah.
You're kidding me? If I kick them out, I don't get to see my granddaughter every day.
You got legs. You can go anywhere she goes.
you also got a sweet hand in the shot there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, get away from the other camera. We saw your hand. The one in
Yeah.
the middle, the one that's doing
It's the
stuff.
one
The only one that's operational.
This is gonna end badly. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, see, okay. Up Periscope. We've been live for like an hour.
Yeah, for about an hour.
It's so quiet.
53 minutes.
No conversation.
What do you mean?
It's a 12-hour stream. We're pacing ourselves.
Yeah, we only got so much to talk about.
Yeah, we learned that lesson yesterday. We talked like so much Gundam like in the first 30 minutes, and then it was just nothing. Then again, it was also
We talked like no Gundam in the last like 3 hours.
two of us.
We talked a lot of Walter though. Also, I'm getting him a dictionary for his birthday. If anybody else is curious.
He was astounded by every other word we used.
Yeah, I'm also not convinced he can read. Well, it might be a fruitless endeavor.
Bring him a thesaurus too.
Yeah, I was gonna say get him a thesaurus and a dictionary, so he'll know.
Or maybe just a word a day calendar.
Oh,
that might be
yeah.
a good start.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
That works.
That's
So then
easy
he only has
consumption.
one to look at each day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sign him
prob-
just force.
yeah.
Yeah, he does not check his email. I did get one guy like 75 pounds of jelly beans though.
Oh.
JC? Yeah.
Yeah.
JC.
Is it 78?
Yeah, 78. Well, yeah. Pounds, packages, who knows? Yeah. Cat doing?
Nothing.
They're all busy being at Anime Boston.
I mean,
Nico just telling someone what we said.
what?
Oh, hey.
Camera. Start, stop. Camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got the delay.
This real life delay thing is messing with me.
30 seconds, Will. there it is. We got a lot more people in here.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Curious onlookers.
So I'm curious. I assume we all have backlogs here.
I don't have one.
The biggest.
What kid's been in your backlog the longest? Do you think?
All of them.
No, so I have one.
You bought all of them at the same time?
I have a third-party Zaku tank
Yeah.
Whoa.
that's been there forever because I didn't realize the LEDs that came in it. I have to like solder myself, and I just
Yes.
don't want to do that.
Oh, okay.
So that's been in there for at least like 4 years. Just at the bottom, and it's always staying at the bottom. Just because I keep stacking stuff on top, and I don't want to have to do that extra bit of effort.
I have a real grade Gundam based perfectibility. That I have a photo on my phone of when I first got it, and that was 4 years ago.
Wow. 4 years.
Yep.
Oh, mine are longer than that.
I know.
I don't even know how long they've been. I've forgotten.
Yeah, I
all
think
in the
mine.
past.
My oldest is 4 years too. Perfect grade Banshee.
Yeah. Isn't that when I got the Dendrobium?
Yeah, same day.
I also haven't built that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you need another room.
I need another room. Yeah. I need a space dock.
I mean,
Loading bay.
most of the ones that I have came from the brick and mortar Gundam Pro store.
Yeah,
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only really bought like small things from the warehouse, like high grades, and they get built pretty fast
Yeah.
because I'm excited, so I build them.
Yeah, you go through high grades pretty quick.
I was breaking down some high grade boxes the other day, and I have like
Yeah.
a comic book box where I store all of the cover arts. It's full. Like I
Wow.
can't fit another one in.
Like
And
a
that's-
like,
and
a,
that's
like a whole long box.
yeah, and that's like me squeezing it and putting it more in
Yeah.
the back. Like I can't squeeze it anymore. I haven't counted, but there's a large number of them.
I'm just gonna move.
So we were again talking about this yesterday. When you do you display everything?
Probably like 80%.
Yeah.
Bronson's 4. Bronson's 4. Is that 4 or is that the USB?
Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
I
Oops.
display probably 80%.
And what do you do with them when you don't display them?
They're in a box and they're tucked away. And the ones that are currently in a box and tucked away are the ones that were at the brick and mortar store on display there.
Oh, okay.
So they got packaged up when he moved, and they've just never been unpackaged.
That's pretty much where all of mine are too.
Yeah. Other than that, I find display
Backward.
room for all of them, which I'm running out of very quickly.
Yeah, like I've been like shifting a lot of stuff to try to like figure
Yeah.
because I display it like by series.
Well, I'm trying to switch over to like little risers for the shelves.
Yeah.
Because I found one at Target, and it looked pretty good.
If I ever find just like
As
a
per
random
Bronson's
like, small
suggestion.
white box, I use that as a
The acrylic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They found like a $10 one at Target.
You can get there's a website called Displays to Go, and they're right out of Fall River.
Yeah.
And you can get like a 6-pack of risers for $10.
Oh, I'll look into that.
Yeah, they're pretty good. But I'm the same way. I try to display everything unless I hate it. If I hate the kit, it goes in a box, never to see light of day again. But yeah, all the ones I like, I try to get up there. It's starting to encroach now onto like my video game systems. I'm just stacking it like I'm completely out of room.
Yeah. They surround my computer.
Yeah, same.
I just have a dedicated room where I build and display.
Nice.
It just stays in there.
Yeah, I do. I kind of do too, but
So anyone that comes to my house doesn't think I'm like super weird until they see
because
that
you,
room.
you can close that door.
People
Yeah.
that come to your house don't realize that you're super weird.
Yeah. Like it takes a while for them to be able to judge
Yeah.
me.
Like it's a serial killer's kill room or something
yeah.
that you're hiding.
Like they have to. You cannot go in there.
Yeah. Like no.
Like they have to like meet the rest of the criteria for the other rooms. Like they like the kitchen, good.
Yeah.
They like the living room, good. The final test.
We don't know each other well enough for you to go in that room yet.
Like there are
Yeah.
some things like I do have a lot of like video games and stuff in my living room. So like you can go and be like, mate, he's a little nerdy. Just don't go down the hallway.
Yeah. No, you have no idea to the extent.
Take a Nico spot. Nope. This is the back and forth that makes this podcast great.
Wonderful. Yeah, I wanted to have a mic for that seat. So that was that idea just blow your mind?
Did he
or-
just have a stroke?
Yeah, just a,
Yeah, I've been told we can as well, but
Because
you
we
told
don't
me we can
Have a microphone.
with the lapel or whatever. I just don't know how you connect it to the roadie.
Well, exactly. That wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Well, I could turn on mine.
What do you? you can connect the headphones to the roadie. Right. Okay, yeah, but you can connect the headphones to the roadie.
No, there's no more connection.
Yeah, I have a splitters. So it would just turn one output into two headphones.
So I have a question. Who set this thing up to make number 4? That side.
John, because he wanted to be number 1, which is that seat. So you think the outside one would be number 1?
Yes, it
Well,
goes
I
in
mean,
the
so it would
order
go
of
the order of the
Yeah,
seat.
You just
we
read it
know.
like manga. Just,
Yeah. But it should be like, oh, I want to shut mine off.
Yes,
Closest.
exactly.
No, I know because you'll need a different microphone connection.
Well, no, it'll just mute both of them at the same time. Should still go through.
Only for the headphones. He'll be able to hear just fine, but he won't be able to talk. What's the microphone jack for that? Like a regular little one? I can't get. We don't have anything way to go to XLR, but I can get you audio. I mean, I can get you headphones. Yeah, you could also just listen to it.
But he can hear us talking. You can still listen to it. He's like 3 feet away.
Yeah, I don't know. I talked to them, and then he's like, "I can't hear you." Like, well, my voice is still in the room.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not whispering.
how can you not
Yeah.
hear me?
Like, I can hear him talking just from over there.
I can't hear you. You need me over there? For what? What about a Hyakushiki 2.0? How to cut? It's under. Okay.
this is our job to help.
With the nippers.
That's a good start.
That's another one I want to get.
Nippers?
No,
The Hakushiki 2.0 is,
Yeah.
it's definitely on my top 2 favorite kits.
it's maybe number 1 right now on my most wanted list.
It's an incredibly good kit.
Yeah.
Which is surprising because it's old. It's not a new kit at
Yeah.
all. It's
Which
a-
again, back to our earlier point, meant that they
We
could
know they have the
could
ability.
undergate back then.
Exactly. We know they have the capabilities. You know, there should be. I get that not all of them are like high ticket kits, but the number of kits that come out with the puke gold injection molded metallic
Yeah.
gold should be minimized at this point. We know they can do undergated and coated.
Yeah.
You know, they should. If they're going to make a gold kit, they should do that for that kit.
There's nothing better when you finish snap and it looks painted.
Yes, exactly.
You know, that's
And that's the nice thing about the Hyakushiki 2.0 specifically is that there's quite a few gold kits, but they're like the weird super shiny chrome gold.
Okay.
Whereas the Hyakushiki is like a satin finish gold, so it looks like it's already been top coated in really nice like jewelry quality gold. Mm-hmm. And it's a really great kit.
yeah.
Why are we
the
picking
build
up
quality
their
is real quick.
conversation so much?
I'm not sure.
That,
The pattern. Nico's
It's like
back.
we're not super loud talking into it.
yeah, but I'm hearing
But we can hear
so
everything.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Somebody-
can definitely hear a lot more than normal, so it can definitely get distracting. But hi, everybody. Good to see everybody.
I just don't want it to get confusing for. So there's a comment saying, I just got my first pair of God hands recently. Is there any sort of special things I should be doing for maintenance or longevity?
Okay.
I can give you some few
okay.
tips.
Can
One, don't drop them.
They're
like,
fragile.
right on the ground.
Thank God.
They're
Someone
fragile.
said it. Someone said it.
Because
Do
I've
not
done
drop-
that.
Don't drop the God hand.
When you do drop them, don't take other pliers and try to straighten them out.
You can definitely use your finger.
Keep them in that like the little
Dual wielding God
Yeah.
hands.
in the little leather case. Keep them in that. You can oil them. I know.
Yeah.
Oil is good.
That
Oil will
helps them out.
definitely keep. I mean, if you're worried about rust, which they shouldn't rust too much, but
Don't use them to cut the full gate.
yeah,
Like
one of
out.
the good things or one of the big things about God hands is, or any of the really thin bladed single sided nippers is you want to have a pair of cheap nippers that you can use to cut the big pieces of the sprue first because it'll just increase the longevity.
Yeah, and then only use that for like your primary.
Yeah, your
like,
your last cut.
last cut. Is what I mean.
Also, I learned this one the hard way. Don't try to trim parrot beaks with them. The parrot beaks are too hard.
That. Like you're talking about like a real life parrot, not like a crossbow parrot.
No, yeah, like an actual parrot.
Sitting here watching you nose the microphone.
They yeah, it's I chipped.
Well, you have to be
I
this
chipped a
close
big
to
chunk
sound
right out of the-
delicious. I don't know
right
what
out
you're
of the
talking
blade.
about. Everyone sounds yummy.
No, like it's something like if you're building a lot and you have god hands, like there's a shelf life to them, and
There is a shelf life.
they are gonna break, they are gonna get dull.
Technically, you
I
can send them
mustache
to
you.
Japan to have them resharpened to buy God hands.
Oh, sweet! So I have like 5 pairs I'm gonna send out. See
You
what
can.
happens.
I believe that they have a customer service
Yeah.
line that you can do that. That is a service they offer.
But yeah, they are gonna. There's no way that they're not
Yeah.
gonna last forever.
Unfortunately, it is a it's a tool. It will wear out eventually.
But like I still definitely recommend them. They're great.
Sure.
Great
Yeah.
nippers. I don't know what's going on over here.
And
Okay.
just to
Oh, and now I'm seeing the delay of where you drew them. Okay. The delay is a good thing.
Just to give him a shout out, Barbados Rex on YouTube actually just did a review a couple days ago about all the different kinds of single bladed nippers as compared to God hands.
So
you can
that,
look at the
It's all day now.
Rax guy. Other pair, they have like this super clunky Warhammer nippers, like side cutters.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
the
yeah,
Citadel
that's-
ones. Yeah,
that's-
yeah, yeah.
Those are good for like making your like first cut
Yeah.
to get them off.
Yes.
And then use the god hand to get the small bit.
When you're doing trimming right up against the part.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like a good example while I was dancing with these is that if I use a 2 nipper system here with God Hand. So PN 120 and then SPN 120. This is for just getting them off the runners. This one's just for cleanup.
Okay, so I feel better about myself because I do that, but I thought like I was blasphemous for using 2 god hands to do both jobs. So like
don't-
I have a god hand, like when my good god hand gets dull, initial cut god hand. and
Yeah,
then
that
I-
makes sense.
Yeah,
But like this is
I do that.
so if you think that we're spending a little bit too much money on here, it is worth the investment. I mean, growing up with Tamiya and then also growing up with nail cutters and safety scissors.
Yeah.
Like let's have a conversation about that one.
Like
'Cause
I
there's
look back at the picture I posted on Instagram when I first got back into the hobby, however many years ago.
yeah.
The table I have set up, there is like a regular nail file, scissors, and nail clippers.
Yeah.
And that's what I use. Because like I didn't like think, oh, this is how I get back in. And then I know I went to like a Michael's, went to the jewelry section and bought cutters there for like
Yeah.
the next couple kits. And I'm like, there has to be better. And then like I found out about God hands again.
Well, I think that's the benefit of having like a more active community now. People find out these things, you know. Back in the day, you're just getting into it like no one else was that you knew of. So you just did the best you could. But now we can tell, you know, you can learn about God hands. You can learn about, you know, tips and tricks, and not nail files, you know, and things that can actually sand down properly.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about like finding more people into the hobby.
Well, on top of that too, like we're using other materials that are not necessarily Gundam related. Like I was just talking, James and I were just talking to someone about the hyakushi, not hyakushi, but just gold-plated kits in general, and how they're not only undergated, but sometimes the plating comes off. So
Yeah.
you have to not only just take real care with them, but some of the suggestions for cutting them were cutting them not just in the 2-step method, like 5 steps, and including your hobby knife. Right?
Yeah.
So when I do undergated, I do my first cut. Undergated.
Yeah.
Shave it
That's
down.
exactly. That's
Five,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
about
then-
3 to 5. Yeah, depending on which one it is. Like I'm building the HG Fenix right now, and it is just a pain. Like it's just a pain.
Yeah. When
So
I did the powered red, the high res.
Yeah.
Like all the glossy parts were undergated. So like that's how I had to do every single one of those.
do any of you wear gloves when you're working with things that are like high gloss?
The only time I've ever worn gloves was when I airbrushed an entire kit in Molotov chrome,
Oh my god, the Molotov chrome is dope.
Yeah.
and it takes fingerprints very severely. So
Okay.
The pictures
I
I
used that.
just posted of that Astray, like I didn't realize how many fingerprints were on the black gloss parts. As it's going on like the turntable, I'm like, I hate this. Like why did I? But like I had already like taken the pictures, put everything away, put it on the shelf, and like I always like take my pictures at night and then post it the
Sure.
next
Yeah,
morning.
yeah.
Sure.
And I'm like, there's no going back. This is just I accept that I was dumb.
Mm.
Because normally I'll display it, and I have a kiwi shoe polish cloth.
Yeah, kiwi black or
Yeah.
just the cloth.
Just the
oh,
cloth.
Okay, yeah.
So like I use that to like get my fingerprints off, and I forgot.
I
And
can't
was just
remember.
like,
What
oops,
is it cotton or cashmere?
I couldn't tell you. It's soft.
I mean,
That's all I know.
cotton works fine.
It's soft.
But like, it's just I bought it when I used to work at Target. I'm like, oh, this will work just to get my fingerprints off.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But I just forgot because I didn't think about it. And then like usually when I set up my camera and take a video. Like I could have probably seen that and then they're like, oh, done, but I just didn't. And I'm like, oops.
Yeah.
Like live and learn, I guess.
So everyone's built at this table, like, and they've had like right. So my question to you is what is the most tedious part of building?
Painting.
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 I don't like, so that's why I don't like painting. So like when I build, I like that I can just sit down and do something for like an hour, and just like I'm constantly doing something. Like I started building the most to like kind of disassociate.
Sure.
Like just it took my mind off something and I was on it.
Yeah, compartmentalize. Yeah, I gotcha.
But painting is like, it's like little bursts of like 15 minutes of this, 15 minutes of that, waiting around for this to dry, and I don't like that.
Bronson.
I'd say decals.
Decals,
I find to be tedious, which is why I've adopted the method of just like decaling after every step. I used to just save it all.
Yeah, no.
Drove me up a wall. I mean, the amount of times I was like, I'll do it, because you get that sense of completion when you're done snapping, and then you're just like, but I have this whole other thing. Like that used to be the most tedious to me.
And then there's more. So
Yeah.
Then Jake, so is there a particular part in the painting process that you just like? Because I know that Matt has just mentioned like painting in itself, like those like 15-minute bursts, and you're looking at it, waiting it to dry. Then you have to go to the next one. What about you? Like, what is it specifically?
I mean, that's pretty much it. It's just you have, luckily lacquers are which is what I primarily use for airbrushing.
For sure.
Dry pretty quick. So I mean, it's not like you only have to wait 15 minutes between coats.
Sure.
Or colors or whatever. So it's unless you're trying to mask something off, then you have to wait a couple hours, make sure it's definitely cured.
Yeah, and I always get super nervous, like that I'm masking something too early.
Yes.
So then I'm just like, oh, I guess I got to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah,
just
if
to
I'm
be
gonna have to
100%
mask
certain.
something, then I definitely do it and then wait till the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically just the having to wait between coats and stuff. So it's when you're first starting out and you're painting all different parts, it's kind of not that bad because you can paint one set of parts one color, clean the airbrush, paint the other set of parts that have to be a different color, the different color.
See, that's actually another thing that like it's my own fault, which is why it makes it more tedious is cleaning, because like I never perfectly clean something.
Yeah.
So like
Sure,
I think I do, but I
yeah.
know I didn't, and then I go to paint and the next thing and it's clogged, and I'm like, oh, now I got to take everything out and I got to clean it. And I just get impatient.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because for me, I'm actually following around the same way as Bronson too. Decals, depending on the type of decal, it definitely can get very tedious.
Yeah.
I am in love with dry transfers.
Yes.
I am absolutely in love with dry transfers. Anything from the Gundam Seed line that has dry transfers.
Yeah.
Ooh, like dry transfers are outstanding. They're great. They're wonderful. They're awesome. You use black with blue.
I could not disagree with you more
Yeah,
about
like
dry transfers. I don't like
geez.
dry transfer.
Like
I love them.
like but then
In a little
water
bit.
slides can get a little bit more on the tedium as well, because like when you're cutting out all the parts and pieces, it's just like, well, what can you do?
What's going on?
Going for a walk on the floor.
No,
Or it's walk on the floor, I'll stay.
All right, we got vacuum.
Okay.
It's not that much more.
Yeah, there's not.
Jake's coming too? Yeah. Walter.
They're actually the badges are waiting for you at the square. Okay, so but yeah, no, I find that then having to cut them out, then have the lukewarm water, and then go from Mark Setter, like Mark Softer, then Mark Setter, is just so.
See, I only decal like large decals, like marking. Like I don't like I talked about it yesterday. I don't like the little circles or triangles.
Oh, like
and
the caution.
caution stuff. So I don't do that. So like I have a full like Tupperware container
For sure.
of just those.
Yeah.
That like I kind of want to do something with, where I want to do like a hydro dip.
Uh-huh.
So I want to put those in
yeah.
a bowl, let the paper sink to the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and like the decal lift. So leave them in there for a while,
For sure, yeah.
and then just take like a random large kit,
Mhm.
like a high grade that just has like large panels, and just dip it in and see what happens.
That makes sense.
And then I don't know. I don't think it'll work. I don't know, but like I want to try it
Yeah.
just because I'm not gonna ever do anything with those, but I'm not gonna throw them away.
Yeah, no, true. But like I've found myself, like especially in my early days of building, I would always, like Bronson said, like there's always that last thing, and since he's incorporated into as part of his build, it's like they all really look good.
Yeah.
But now I have this stack of decals.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't remember where these are for.
Yeah. No, like I wait till the end, which I get it's an extra step because like I build it exactly according to the manual, so
Sure.
like I have it completed standing in front of me, and then I'm like.
Yeah.
I have to take it apart to do decals. Like I'm not gonna hold the entire thing and like, because you have to like claw at it to hold it so you're not touching where you need to do it. So like you have to take everything apart to do all the decals. So you have like so you just built your entire thing. It's like, oh, let me see how the arm comes back off, how the legs come
Sure.
back off. Like let's put the head off to the side so I don't break it.
So then, like, since we're still talking about decals, what about eyes? Eyes can be really tricky, and like head cameras can also be really tricky. Do you prefer to do the decals that are inside the kit? Do you go and buy decals, like just like Delphi decal or like G
So
rework, or paint them?
for eyes,
Yeah, like anything head related.
I I black the entire thing out
Sure.
and then I use the Molotov chrome.
See, the Molotov chrome is dope. Like I
Like,
just
I
love
love it.
how Molotov chrome just like slaps so hard.
Yeah, and so sometimes for like cameras, like the front and back,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Mhm.
But since I got the Display metallic markers,
Sure.
If I want it to be a specific color, if it's large enough, I'll use those.
How are the brush chips on those? Are they
They
as good
are.
as they seem?
They're really good. Yeah.
The Molotov?
For the display?
Display.
Oh, the display. Yeah, no.
They're really long and really like they come to a good point. So you can get pretty fine, and then if you go sideways, you can get pretty thick.
What size would you consider that to be? Like 0.2? 0.1?
I'd say like probably closer to 0.3. Now I'm thinking of like.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
'cause,
yeah,
like I
yeah.
have a 0.3 marker that I use for like some lines sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
And I think it's more closer to that. Maybe you can get better
Mhm.
if you're. I have shaky hands,
Sure.
so you can probably get a lot better than I can on more finer points.
Ah,
But-
definitely.
But just the metallics of those markers just go on great on bare plastic.
Okay.
The regular
Nice.
colors, like you might need a few coats, like the yellow and the green. Just
Well, that makes
by
sense.
virtue of just like how they are.
Mhm.
That made no sense. But
No, but no,
yeah.
seriously, but they're not all colors are made equal.
Yeah, like whites and yellows paints are always rough.
Yeah,
for me.
yellow.
You need a lot of coats.
My favorite yellow has to be from Citadel Paints. It's
Yeah.
the Flash Gets Yellow, but they don't make it anymore. So if y'all have Flash Gets Yellow, it is the best. To me, it is the best yellow I have ever seen. It is gorgeous.
But like, yeah, if you can find them, if Walter ever gets them back in, those display markers they're beautiful.
Yeah, the display markers are awesome
And
from
I'll
what
always,
I've heard.
I'll always be grateful that I didn't ask for him to hold them for me. He was like, I got these and I thought you might like them. I held them for you. And I'm like, sure, I'll buy them.
Well, that's thoughtful.
And then like, I tried them like that day when I got home and I'm like, these are beautiful. And I bring them with me. I always like look at a kid. I'm like, what kind of colors would I might use these markers for?
For sure.
So like in my bag right now, I have probably like 6 of them. Of like the metallics, the black. Like the black goes on really nice,
Mhm.
and it has a nice finish to it. It's not like super glossy,
Mhm.
so it's like it doesn't like really like stand out,
Sure.
but it goes on really nice.
Yeah. Well, can we just sidebar for just a second? Like, what hobby shop would just do that, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're like, you just get it. You're like, hey, like, I thought of you, and these might be really good. Like, that is so awesome.
I
And I'm not
remember-
saying that because like it's just Gundam Pros and we're
Yeah.
all here for Gundam Pros, but like that personal touch is so meaningful.
And he's getting embarrassed, so he's walking.
I know he's getting embarrassed and he's walking away. Uh huh. Okay. What kind of drink? Like,
No, like so when he was still at the store, and this was early on. Like I
oh,
didn't,
the gallery mall.
I didn't know who he was. I didn't know he was like the owner,
The
like
cheese.
or maybe. But like I remember I was talking about again like my 2 Grail kits, which are the 2 Master Grade Age,
Yeah.
Titus and Spallow. And I was talking about that. He's like, "Yo, just give me your name, give me your number, write those down, and if I ever find them, I'll call you."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "You'll do that?" He's like, "Yeah, why not? Like whatever." It's like no skin off my back just to help you out. I'm like, "Oh, cool. Like that's really nice of you."
Mm-hmm.
And then like kind of just always goes from there. Like he's a nice dude.
I would agree. And we had a lot of people talking in yesterday's stream about the private warehousing feature as well, and how like nice that is, especially with like a new tower going live every day, every other day.
Oh man.
It's nice
Yeah.
to be able to stock up and save on shipping costs and only get one shipment out.
Did you just see? You see like how many kits that everyone has just like oogled on like Insta or all the other places. They're just like zooming in. They're like, oh my gosh, you have that kit right now, and then you see the comments just blow up.
Yeah. No, like I said, I can time my day on like when I get that alert on my phone that
Yeah.
5:30 has a tower, and I'm like, oh, is that something I want? Like I'll look at everything.
Yeah.
Like no, and if it is, I'm like, I have to have that conversation with
like-
myself. Is like, do I really want it? Do I want to talk to Walter? Do I want to like? Because I always felt bad at first. Like I thought I was like a singular person bothering him. Like, hey, can you hold this for me? And I told him that. He's like, dude, you're not the only one.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
I used to
mind.
have a box with my name on it in the back of the warehouse.
So like I only do it. I do it rarely because now I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't need this. So I don't need enough to.
no.
I don't
you
need
don't
enough-
need this yet.
I don't need it enough to.
I don't need
ask
it
for
right meow,
But, like,
I
if,
need it right.
If
now.
I know I'm going to go to like the warehouse in like a week or two, I'll be like,
Yeah, for sure.
if it's there, I'll definitely get that.
Yeah. But I mean, even adding that private warehouse option and then also just like having a local hobby shop that like really cares about
Yeah.
like the people who they serve,
Yeah.
like that's huge.
If
No,
you're
especially
looking
like
for
he'll
something,
ask my opinion on stuff.
No, no way.
He's like, hey,
really.
how do you feel about this? Like as someone who like builds this much, as someone who shops here.
Sure.
And I'll tell him, and I know that he like listens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like thinks about it. And like shameless plug, like Gundam
Yeah.
Pros does a really great job about that. Even as consumers here, like we're all actually volunteers.
Oh yeah.
So like let me just put it out
Actually,
there. Like
I got paid in T-shirt, so I don't know if you can say it's a volunteer.
I mean like but you sometimes when you volunteer at like organizations like the Red Cross or other places, like
Yeah.
just as an example, like you can get shirts like that for like the T-shirt for the staff. What's up?
We just got someone saying hello, Pat.
Hello,
Hello.
I don't know. Pat T Cakes. That's a joke name, right?
Baker's man, bake me a cake as fast as you can. Let's do
Maybe
it.
your name's really Pat, but hello.
Yeah,
Hi, Pat. Hi, Patty Cakes.
I love it. Like, and
Like at
we,
first, I was like, "Oh, do you actually pronounce that cakes or is it like kakes?"
like
And
cakey.
then I'm like, "No, wait, that's." I mean, if that's your real name, I don't
I'm
mean to
really
make fun
sorry.
of you. but,
Like we're not trying to.
If that's your real name,
But-
from the 5th floor of the Sheridan in Boston,
Yeah.
and show us your ID, please. I need to know.
It's kind of like McLovin
Yeah,
like either your ID,
from Hawaii.
a piece of mail.
yes.
Yeah, I would love like utilities would be great. Not your social. Keep that safe. But we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people building in the room and having like pretty cool conversations about kits.
Yeah.
This is actually really cool. You can't beat that.
It's pretty nice up here.
Yeah, it is pretty nice up here.
The classroom's
No, it's
also
not their
amazing.
real name. It's okay. So it is
Okay.
a joke. Okay.
Okay.
It's not a
Okay,
bad-
I just wanted to double check because I,
I
was
wish it
like,
was.
yo, that would be hilarious if that was actually your name. though.
Please go and get it legally changed.
Yeah.
Fill out the paperwork.
Like you were allowed to do that as an adult if you are an adult. I don't know. If not, talk to your parents.
Yeah.
See if they're on board.
I like how I look down and this mat is like a bunch of waifus.
Always. We are at Anime Boston. Everything is waifus.
Waving at you, making sure you're happy.
Des.
Okay, so their name is Pat, so it's just a joke, but that's a pretty good joke.
Yeah.
I like it.
So if you did choose to change your name, it's not far off from what you're at now, so it'll be easy to get used to.
Pat T Cakes, pat me down, Pat Trick Star. No, I don't know.
I mean, that's just Patrick Starr is just the name.
Patrick Star is just a name. Yeah, no, never mind.
Like, there's got to be someone out there whose name is actually like Patrick Starr, and like they've hated their life after.
Maybe. Well, I think
Just like the guy from Office Space,
Dude,
Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton.
there's actually a skit about that that I just recently watched where it was like a meeting of people whose names have been butchered by the Key and Peele substitute
yeah.
teacher skit. So it's like
People who are named-
Aaron.
Aaron,
Like just-
Balake.
Someone named
D-Nice.
Aaron is just like
D-Nice.
their life is ruined.
Yeah. So
Well,
Am I what?
no. That's a cue up for something else.
Oh.
it's a queue up for something
And
else.
now we're small.
Now
Whatever
we're
you
small.
just
Now we're
touched me is
small.
small.
No, it's a queue up. You're in studio mode and
Oof. He's getting in trouble.
Ooh.
Oh.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by. What does it say?
Which one?
Aaron Classic.
Aaron Classic.
Is it going back?
Oh, now we're black. Oh, because you had to click that too.
I was doing exactly what you did, Nico. I did not queue up the next scene. This is very enjoyable to watch right now. But yeah, so it was an entire skit based upon like my name has been butchered by pop culture references. It's kind of like the guy yesterday, Doug, that gave us our room keys. He was like, Doug, like the cartoon Doug,
Yeah.
or
Okay. Yeah, we're back.
yeah,
now.
I'm making sure the screen we're delayed. So
Why does the camera look a little off now? Though?
I don't know.
Like we're way on more on me than we are on.
I
Hey
know.
Nico, while you're standing up, do you want to center the camera? We're a little off.
But so like he was talking to like either Doug, the cartoon Doug, or like Teach Me How to Dougie. He was
Oh,
saying like he
God.
gets that. So, and
Yeah,
then
I
like
did,
of
like-
course Nico gets, hey Nico, you want to go bowling? So
See, I've always like been jealous like of people who have like unique names, but like I would have hated that. Like I'm just Matt. Like
Yeah.
Matt. Like whatever.
But on
back.
top of that, like sometimes everyone goes like, you know the Ricola commercial?
Yeah.
Ricola.
No, but see, my sister messed it up for me and was just like Nicola,
love it.
like,
Yeah.
oh. So that's where it's at. That's exactly what we're doing, and this is what we're doing. So in this moment right now, what is something that you are currently working on right now that doesn't. All right, let me take a step back for a second. So
Collect your
right
thoughts.
now you've built you're building like, do you have a side kit is what I'm trying to say. So you have your main kit that you're building, whether it is with, I don't know, you're painting, you're doing all these other details, but then you're just like, I'm getting tired of it or tired or bored. And then you have a side kit that you're working on that's kind of just there to satisfy that, like, I'm snapping out plastic or something like that of the sort. Does anybody do that or
I
or
don't
what?
normally.
No,
I
me
have
neither.
a side kit right now, but it's just by accident.
Mm.
So like I visited my parents in Florida in January, and before I left, I started the R2D2 BB-8 kit.
Hey,
It's a tube kit.
yeah, very nice. That's a good
So
kit.
I built the R2D2, and then I went to Florida, and I came back, and I'm like, I just don't want to do the BB-8.
Mhm.
Like it would probably take me like 30 minutes. It's not a lot, but I'm just like, I don't want to touch that.
Mm.
So that's just off to
Sure.
the side right now, and I'm like, I'll get there eventually. And it's just
Yeah,
like,
no,
it's,
you're fine.
It's just over there. But no, I don't normally do that. Like if I start a kit, I'll finish a kit, and even if I'm like annoyed by the kit, I'll just be like, let's just get this done. Like I've never stopped a kit before, other than that BB-8.
Yeah, the only two kits I really stopped because of the fact they had broken parts or I missed accidentally missed a part was the Gundam based color unicorn
Mhm.
and one I forgot what it was. The other one was like an older kit. The what was it now? I forgot which one. It was like from a side story or something from manga and stuff.
Sure, but my question is more specifically like you're building something, nothing's broken, nothing's like that, but you just get tired of it and you'll get back to it later and then you open up another box.
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
Nico does that
Nah,
all the time. We've
Yeah.
had this.
I do it all the time.
switch-
I have
switch
multiple
hobbies.
side kits, and not only just multiple side kits, I also do different mediums. So like I'm building from another thing. I'm building from like another like I'm building Warhammer while I'm also building Gundam while I'm also doing like Lego and then
See, that isn't weird to me.
Yeah,
right?
no, that's
Like
fine.
that's fine.
So that's why
having
like I'm
multiple-
always like constantly
Yeah.
like switching
But if like
between
someone
things.
has like 3 different like Gundam kits, that's as weird to me as like someone
Well,
like
Nico
people
does
who
that
read
too.
3
And I
books
also-
at a time.
but I do that too.
Like that's weird.
Nico
to me.
cuts off parts and cleans them and assembles them later like Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, I
'cause
can't
I'm-
do that either. So are you like one of the people that you like if you cut everything off a runner and like put it off to the side?
Now I do, yes.
See, my brain can't.
I still lay
Do
on
that.
top of the instruction booklet.
Yeah, so like I
Yeah.
have to go step by step, or maybe like I might like see like 4 steps that will complete an arm.
Sure.
And I'll be like, I'll cut everything out for that step, but I can't cut everything. Like I have a friend who cuts everything out,
Mm-hmm.
puts it in like a organized like box for like like something like that, like a jewelry box.
Ah,
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's my
organizes it and
tackle
stuff.
kit of
Yeah.
Gundam stuff because
Yeah.
I always carry a spare towel. I also carry toothpicks, glitter paint because you never know, you might need this for like a shield or something.
Is that what you used for the shield you showed me
Yeah.
yesterday? Yeah, that was actually pretty neat. I liked
Yep.
that.
Yeah, sorry. A .005 pen for
Yeah.
panel lining if you want different colors. Regular panel lining pen. I have a thing
For,
for
mono eyes?
Mono eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff that you can use that like.
Oh, yeah.
isn't
Surprisingly, it was like
Yeah.
surprisingly weird.
Yep.
Oh, it's Gundam.
And this is echoing so loudly.
Yeah.
I also have party forks.
I run a summer program, so like I see like a lot of like students from summer programs here right now,
okay.
like, and it has been quite grand. But yeah, you can totally find a lot of really good things. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be like Gundam-esque to even just do what's it called, to do the hobby.
Yeah,
right.
of course not.
So
I mean, like I use a lot of tools that are like my file that I use is it's a nail buffer file from Walmart. Like one of like the seven sided. It's got 4 sides with 7 different finishes on it,
Yeah.
and it costs like $2.
Also,
Sure.
I got this pair of holders for just in case I need to paint something and I don't feel like touching it.
Yeah.
Just boom.
it was like that the ones that you use for like sutures or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're holding like
Also,
mad skin flaps open.
Yeah.
I was trying to I tried to use this for my master grade ground Gundam ground GM. But it didn't come off right. You got to like top coat it or something. It's like a founder and stuff.
Interesting. Normally, when you're doing that, you have to do a top coat. You just have to do a top coat before you're doing any brushing in it.
Yeah. Otherwise, like it just like kind of.
It just flakes off, and then it just
Oh,
gets,
yeah.
everything just
I-
gets dirty and everything.
Yeah. Like
I found out the hard way.
Yeah, you need like a texture to it, whereas like the plastic is just smooth.
Mm.
Like I've tried that when I first tried like to weather with like the Tamiya weathering effects,
I love those weathering effects
which
kits.
is they're just makeup.
It's literally just a make. It's literally compounder, but
Yeah.
like again, there is a process to it, which is
Yeah.
but not a lot of people really know how that process works. But then also, even if you know the process works, there have been moments where like people can overdo it based on the scale,
Yeah.
right? So you could put mud on like the feet or whatever, but your mud could be effectively like the entire leg, and you're rubbing on a mountain. Like, like that doesn't work out really well. So you have to understand like what it would look like at scale. Like if you're doing it for like a miniature truck next to a Gundam, like
Yeah.
you don't want it to already have been submerged into like mud.
Yeah,
or
like if
dirt.
you're a 20-something meter tall robot,
Yeah.
and you have mud up to your knees, like what did you just walk?
Like, what did you just walk through and it doesn't look right? Like, like if you did like, let's say as an example, your diorama was like a half cut off, like, and you were in the water, like coming out, like a Zagok or something, or like a Zog or whatever, and it's coming out of the water. Then yeah, that makes perfect sense because you're kind of like bloop 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 bloop, you're floating in the water, but just standing there,
Yeah.
like you had to get like messed up in a fight or
Like, are
something,
you
or
doing, like snow angels in the mud.
or
like,
you
is that
just
how you got-
yeah, or you just suck at piloting.
Yeah.
You just fell, and then you're just like, oh, whatever.
Ripped on a tree.
Tripped on a car. But
Or
like,
tripped on your own feet like Shinji did in Evangelion first episode.
I haven't seen it.
Really?
It's been a while.
Whoa.
It's been a while.
I shouldn't
Oh.
say that. I don't think I've ever actually finished that series. I always get halfway through and then get distracted. And
Yeah.
then
Same here.
Forget.
But they're doing a lot of really like Evangelion, or just that franchise has been doing a lot of really interesting partnerships with a lot of gacha games right now, and like some characters are. Like some of the main pilots are there, and you're like, "Oh, this is really interesting, cool, nice collab." It's like the collab with Genshin Impact and Horizon Zero Dawn. Nobody uses Aloy. But speaking of games, have any of you started playing any of the Gundam games on like any console or PC
Yes.
or anything? Like,
Yes,
tell
I
me
have.
more. Tell me more about it.
I have the Switch version of SD Gundam Warriors. It's not bad. You just have to, it's kind of grimy. I mean, grindy.
Grindy. Okay.
Grindy. You got to grind. You got to grind hard, and you got to grind fast, especially if you want to power up some of the Gundams you like. For example, I have there's a couple of Gundams I want to grind so hard that you have to like basically grindstone them, but it's just not worth the effort. I mean, some of them you get, and it's like, ooh, yes. And then you go, oh crap! Now I got to play a later stage with the early mech, and it's like twice as difficult.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do we have anything in the comments, real quick?
No, nothing since AA Ron.
Nothing since AA run.
nothing.
Anybody else playing any Gundam games besides the SD Gundam game that we just mentioned?
I haven't. I played the mobile game a while ago, like the Gundam. I don't know what they changed its name halfway through.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gundam, Gunpla Battle, Gunpla
Hang
something.
on.
It's like it's just like.
But they're also like they're shutting the servers down in like a month on that.
Oh
Really?
no!
I
Aw.
played that for a really long time.
So did
and
I.
then my phone got locked out of my account,
Yeah, GB Mobile.
Aw.
so I gave up. And then, like, so that was a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
But then, like, my friend still plays it, and he just got the announcement that, like, I think in June they're shutting it down.
That's so
Which
sad.
I feel bad because, like, I know people like put money. It's a gacha game, so people put
Yeah.
money into it for them just to be like, you don't get to play this anymore.
That
Like,
sucks.
That's awful.
I think I've seen a bunch of people on Reddit trying to like start a petition, maybe I don't know if you want to call it, to like make it somehow so they can keep it on their phone, just so they can like it's like just to build stuff, like not play,
Yeah.
not ever play the game ever again, but to be able to like play, like use their parts just to like mess
Build-
around.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
especially for just custom builds, like that would be
I
really
know,
cool
I
too.
had a
Like you're
couple
like
good-
thinking about it, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I got this part
Yeah.
from one kit from this, like from this place, and then because I think that was what the allure was for me when I first started playing, especially when the pre-release came out.
Yeah.
It was because like, oh, I can see what this actually, like looks like.
Yeah.
Any other games?
Nope.
I mean,
I mean, Gundam Revolution. Any of the?
I was really excited for Gundam Evolution, but I hated it.
Really
I hated it. I
Is
thought
that the
the Overwatch
Overwatch
style.
style?
Yeah.
I
It was-
just play Overwatch.
so.
I
Like the
don't-
thing is like really cool looking. They did a fantastic job with the suits. They did a fantastic job with the sound design. But regardless of whether or not you pick a agile suit
you
or
just snapped off the end.
or oh, you broke it.
Like
broke
yeah, you
it.
might have broke. Like it's broken.
Is it broken?
Broken.
yeah, like you
Broken,
can lift it
broken.
up.
Well, I'm holding it. No, I'm holding it right now. So
We'll duct tape it later.
But my biggest issue with Gundam Evolution,
I didn't
was,
realize
like,
that it broke because of the angle. I'm so sorry.
regardless of if you pick like
Yeah,
a
well,
tanky
I guess I'm
suit,
holding it this way
or
from
an
now on.
agile
Like,
suit,
I guess this is what's happening.
everybody
Hold up.
failed terribly.
Can you mute me?
No, it looks like it. Yeah, it snapped off somewhere.
That's fine.
Ah,
We're helicopter.
Yeah, no, I
Don't mind
kind of feel like
Nico.
I get what you're saying. Like it's a weird game model to throw Gundam suits at.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe.
like my issue is like
I'll leave it
okay,
at that.
okay, I am playing as a character that should be super beefy,
Yeah.
and like I'm getting destroyed by like the smallest things, and like I feel like I was dying so quickly in that game, and I showed Nico gameplay of it, and like he
yeah,
agreed. Like there's
here's
no
an
reason you should
example
be-
I've got for the Gundam.
You should be dying that quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have to step away. I have to make a phone call. So
So okay, so here we are back again. I am now
Broke the mic.
mic drop literally. So Gundam Evolution, and
Did you ever get around to playing it, Nico?
I stopped playing. You know what I was really more interested in? It was actually Gundam. My gosh, not Gundam Battle Assault. My gosh, what was the game? Gundam Battle Operation, which was like Titanfall style, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. Is it the issue with me is like I don't have a PlayStation, so I don't see a lot of the Gundam games, unfortunately.
That's a bummer.
Yep.
I mean, you could totally get you. I think you could get it at PC. No.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's like it's like interesting. Oh, thank you for swapping to the chat.
I figured I'd swap to the hot seat so I could actually read it and not
Yeah, this
squint
is.
every
I
time
feel
look
now.
at the
I
chat.
really feel like a newscaster because I have like the Gundam
Live.
Pros like
Live.
magnetic right here.
Well, I did
This is
some-
like actually quite cool. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm having a good time right now.
There was
Live.
What time is it, by the way? What time is it? What do we got? What do we got?
12.
It's 12.
Yeah, 12:23.
Oh, it's 12:23.
I have to go down to the dealer's room probably when the boys get back to reset the cameras.
Yeah, I
So if
think.
you wanted to walk the floor before your class, that would be the time to do it.
I think yeah, we're gonna be for those of you who are watching from Anime Boston 2023, we are going to be up at 1:30 for a class. So the class is going to be beginners or intro. It's kind of like a Gunpla 101. Our panel is consisted of a lot of people with who've built for quite a bit. Like like it's been.
What was that?
Huh?
You just went really squeaky.
You're welcome.
Don't do it. No. Are you turn A Gundam? Are you upside down A Gundam right
No,
now?
absolutely not.
Is that your cosplay?
No. If I were to cosplay as something, I would probably. That's a good question. If I were to cosplay as something, I was saying that I would totally do. I was gonna do Lloyd Forger from like Spy Family, but
Ooh.
I am of the Filipino persuasion.
Actually, you know what I can see you do for
Because like I could like for me like I'm brown. Let's just be let's just
wow.
let's just visually say it, y'all. I probably would do Diarca Elsman from Gundam Seed. I would just not bleach my hair. I'd probably just get a wig, and I would need a red pilot suit from Gundam Seed. Like that would be my like all time thing. I don't think I would really want to be anyone else, but yeah, no, I'm just not. Nah, that'd
like-
probably be it.
I think if I had to go anime related cosplay, which it is Anime Boston, so I should probably pick somebody anime related. And we've seen a lot of it this year, and I've loved seeing a lot of it this year. And it's a wonderful game that my good friend Nico introduced me to. I'd pick like Sino from
Genshin Impact. You would be a really good Sino.
Like
It would
really
actually
got
be a
all the
really good
characters.
Sino.
I really wish I could be like. He's fixing it right now.
He's fixing it right
Oh,
now.
sorry. It's not a delay. So.
Yeah, we're on a 30-second delay because that's just how the delay works.
Oh, okay.
So what would you dress up as, Mike?
Well, I this year I went with Kamen Rider Double, Shotaro. If I was gonna go with Gundam wise, I probably I forgot the guy's name from what's the name? Not Amuro. Probably Kai.
Okay, yeah, Kai would work.
I could do Kai.
You could probably do Kai.
I could do Kai. I can try Bright, but I have to work on my the slap.
Mm,
You know, the bright slap. You know,
yeah, but you can slap anybody.
True.
Like you don't need to work on a slap. Like,
I know,
if I were to clap somebody, I'm just gonna go clap them. I don't really care. Like, you don't need to have the bright slap. The only reason why the bright slap works is because it's open palm. It's open palm flat like this, and then just totally goes for the temple up the side of your forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's just your
I gotta
place.
aim.
No, you look at the face, not your hand.
That's true.
But Matt, we're talking about the bright slap. Like, how would you bright slap somebody? Like Bright Noah? No, yeah, Captain Bright. Yeah, you just thwack. You don't think about where it's gonna go. You're just gonna clock them, right? Like, you could also. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you could put a little bit more into it. You could step into it, right? But like, you can also like clap them with the heel of your hand and with your fingers, and you double slap them instantly. Double bright slap. Oh yeah. That would. Oh, because you just took out one of their libriums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's two. Whatever. But that's a really good one too.
Well, I would go with Flint, but I don't think I had the right size or the hair.
Flint Asuno.
Yeah.
I can tell you that 95% of the females walking around do not have the hair for the character they're being.
True.
There's this wonderful thing called wigs. That's like, what? What? Go pull on it.
Yeah.
Like, even me, like, if I want to do, like, a really good sign, I'd probably buy a wig. Because I don't feel like putting that much hairspray in my hair to hold it up.
But see, Sino has the Anubis turban. And like, yeah, he has the white hair, but like, you can just use maybe like baby powder,
Powder.
Yeah, just do baby powder and then like put it over the front or anything, because that would actually really work if you're trying to do like a gray haired look. I've done it and it's really cool. But I also do like the like silver hair, like.
But I probably
Foxy.
another one I probably do is Char. Reason why I can
You don't have to do anything for Char.
Yeah, exactly. All I have to do is wear a helmet, wear the normal suit, and carry around a thing that looks like a bazooka, and I can work for the Abaku.
A Bawaku.
Yep. Shah's alive! Bazooka to the fatties.
I mean, like it's Quattro Bacina. Like they're both the same people.
I mean, either that or like something Pokemon related. Like,
Like
Ash?
generic NPC trainer.
yeah, or like
Or-
Team Rocket.
sexy Eevee.
No.
No. God, no.
Goodbye.
No.
No, y'all need it. Nah. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Big Papa.
Hello. Welcome back to the room.
I broke it.
He broke.
I
the mic
was
stand.
pulling it towards me because it needed to sound, it needed to sound, and it wasn't picking up my voice. So
And then, boof.
I leaned it forward, and then it went boop. Just like that sound too, by the way.
Why don't you put your monitors on and actually point the mic towards your mouth, please? Sound guy from the church.
Big Papa. Big Papa's on now.
You guys see the resemblance? Please don't.
Big Papa.
Listen, I'm the more handsome.
Oh, you got
version.
your lanyard?
Yeah,
for you.
Big Papa got his lanyard.
You don't want to know what I had to do for this lanyard.
As long as it
That's
doesn't.
why you were away for so long.
I mean, like, hey, talking to people is really hard. What are you talking about? Like,
Oh, I was gonna say you didn't have to go and make a giant laser or a giant thing or get 6 stones out of to a gauntlet.
No, but there's one happy lady downstairs.
my ears hurt. Both from the comment and the laughter.
I'm so sorry.
Oh God.
Thank you, Mrs. Benavides.
How are they doing downstairs? at the booth?
Oh man, this is so awesome. It's nice to have you here for the first time in ever.
Thank
He
you.
was here
thank
last
you.
year.
I was here last year.
I know,
I
but
wasn't on the mic last
actually
year.
on the mic instead
Yeah.
of the curtain has been lifted.
I know. I was the man behind the curtain.
Dun dun dun. This was actually much easier to set up this year.
behind the
Well,
curtain.
that's because Nico did a lot of.
You did a lot of pre-work.
Well,
did a lot of groundwork in Streamlabs beforehand.
and then a lot of delegation.
Hey,
I
it's
was
good
definitely
stuff.
on one yesterday.
Guys, I'm gonna go finish that Super Gundam.
course.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no
again, Marco.
problem. Yeah, I'll show you the finished product when I'm done. I just had to wait for the paint to dry on a couple of things.
Absolutely.
For sure, for sure.
Okay. Nope.
Nope.
Don't break. Don't break.
Yeah, there you go. We've already broken one.
I think Walter's next thing for mic stands should just be like the ones that sit on the table, not
Maybe.
clamped to the table.
I mean, I do have one in my bag.
I might be able to
that
fix
clip
it.
to the table or sit on the
I mean,
table?
it just needs to be welded. It's just.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's that bad.
What's bad?
That's why I'm holding it like this.
Listen.
Listen.
No, it snapped off.
The other day I was doing something at the church, which will rename nameless, and I bent over and my keys snagged the offering box and it totally smashed. So I had to call the guy up that built it. And needless to say, that was a very awkward conversation. And all I said was, "I'm sorry, but your church box isn't plus size compatible."
Wow.
I can't.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it too.
So listen, there was a lot of people downstairs, but we have transparency on our pricing downstairs, and a lot of people don't have transparency. It's like you go up to the booth, and it's like, depending on who you are, you might pay a different price than.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah. It was, all our stuff is priced, and you could clearly see what you're going to pay for. But I can't say that for some of the other people. I was just like stunned.
Well, I think I think the thing that you have to remember, and I think we talked about it at the beginning of the stream, was we were talking about convention inflation and how like when certain people come to conventions, their products are a lot more expensive than normal.
I wonder why.
Gundam Pros doesn't do that.
Yeah.
The same price that we have here, we actually have
At the warehouse.
At the warehouse, and we're actually running a sale because we're
here.
at Anime Boston. But I also think the other thing, like you mentioned, though, it's really difficult because you go up to some booths and they have no prices listed anywhere. Then you have to ask, and then they make you feel awkward because it's like they're like, "Oh yeah, here's an Eevee for $180."
I saw a $4,000 Gundam downstairs.
I almost
okay, yeah, but
threw
that-
up I
But
almost
listen, retail on that was 3,500. You can't even get mad.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So fine. Like I got you. I understand that. That's fine.
That's a metal build, different category. But yes,
yeah.
that's beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I could think of a lot of things I could spend $4,000 on.
You're really bad at
You should
mic
buy
discipline.
You should buy
I know.
Bamboo Labs P1P 3D printer. It is the fastest 3D printer.
What about the anchor?
What
No,
about the anchor?
The anchor is slower. It's slower. So I'm going to tell you right now, shameless plug, buy a Bamboo Labs P1P. It is
Is that what you have in your office?
Oh my God, it is so good. So you know Benchy, right? Like
yeah.
it prints it in 18 minutes.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
And it's so
And
cheap.
it's cheaper?
$700.
How was the leveling on it, though?
Automatic.
What?
Yeah, 36 points of leveling. Call it a day.
Come on.
Yeah, and it does it either every time or you just bed level by itself. It doesn't even need you.
So you think the other company we just talked about, just because of the name, they're probably charging like $100 to $200 more for their product?
I have no idea, but
I think
this time,
Anchor is looking at a different category of printers. They're not looking for enthusiasts. They're looking for like streamers and stuff. Because
Yeah,
it has
I'm-
the camera built in and stuff like that.
but you can
Like-
get the camera
Yes.
for this one too.
Oh, okay.
Right, so
Okay,
it's more just like feature rich, but like in comparison, and I've seen a lot of YouTube videos. Like a buddy of mine seen a lot of YouTube videos. Comparatively, this is just so much faster.
You know how many people like actually stream 3D printing?
Yeah, it's insane. It just printing whatever.
Yeah, and the revenue, like, I can't even picture it. Like, you're not even in front of the camera, and you're
You
making
just-
money.
You're just streaming.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
But like the reason why I'm saying like this particular printer and yeah, I get it. Like, you know, we're not sponsored or anything, but 3D printing in itself has opened up customization options for Gundam.
You know, that's a good point. I was going to ask you.
Yeah, like weapons.
Really?
Yeah, like actual custom like weapons effects kits.
So you can get a Gundam, and then no, I'm saying you can get a Gundam, and then you can customize the weapons by 3D printing them.
Weapons, hands.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, and if you think about it too, replacement parts, if you are a 3D printer, call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Like,
that's,
forget about it.
You know, Walter doesn't get on camera that much, but the
He's been
words.
on camera.
the
He was on
words of-
camera for like 7 hours last
Yeah,
night.
but you know,
And fell.
Walter
And
Walter
fell.
gets those words of wisdom out there, man. You know, like you want the wisdom, you get Walter to start talking, and you know, it just splurs out.
Yeah, big cheeso. Like so, but
cheesy.
that's why 3D printing has been so accessible.
Mhm.
But I have found that if you're doing anything like whether it's manufacturing or whether it's any like, you know, just design work, you don't have to actually have any design experience. If you think of the world in shapes,
Yeah.
3D print it,
Yes.
Ah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like what is a part really? Like if you're thinking of an arm, like and you're thinking of joints, it's really just a circle and a peg.
Yeah.
Can you Can you get accurate measurements? Yeah, sure. A $10 caliper.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a caliper for my printer.
Yeah,
know.
you see what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
because you're using an ender, right?
Yeah, I'm using an
Well-
ender. Well, kind of. Like it's.
He's using an ender. It's not leveled. It hasn't been
it's-
leveled. And like,
although I did.
we're
buy-
trying to work on it.
Why don't you just sell the I'm telling you right now, sell the ender and get a P1P. It is not.
Yeah.
It is the best thing. It is the best printer I have printed on for the price and the speed. It's flawless.
Man, I should have met you a few years ago, man. I would have been like, you know,
About a year
less
to the day
heartbreak.
now.
Yeah,
Huh?
I know. It's a year. Yeah, it is a year to the
Yeah, it's
day
a
now.
real year to this exact day. I
Yeah.
met everybody on a Saturday
Yes,
this
you
year
did.
before.
Yeah.
But obviously the banner is different. but-
Banner's different.
You know.
Room's different.
The
We
shirts
have
are different.
Shirts are different.
Yeah, I'll tell you though, you got to meet this guy. This guy is like pure heart. over
Please.
here. Like you know,
Nico
It-
is.
Nico's like a big, fluffy, like huggable, like so lovable. I love.
I
Nico.
appreciate that. Thank you
No,
so
you
much.
are. You're
Love you
great.
too.
You're great, man.
Yeah, but 3D printing and the scope of like custom parts for Gundams and stuff like that is amazing.
Yeah, because you can think of all the like.
Oh no, I broke a shoulder joint on one of the OG real grades. Let me just print it out.
Yeah, just print it out. And if you have a really good printer, it doesn't take that long.
No, you could pop out a part in like seconds, minutes.
Yeah,
you know?
minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
And it doesn't. You can also find a lot of these parts as well. Like you don't actually have to make them.
No.
I have actually found an STL file. So the files that you're working with, it is the full complete runners for the Gundam aerial.
Come on.
Yeah, so you can resin print your Gundam aerial, build it, put it together, and it's beautiful. It's perfect.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's insane.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that.
And like so also all the other weird things that don't get printed, like, in the Gundam series there's like all the other like non-Gundam things, like the tanks, the people, things like that. So for diorama work, can you imagine?
Oh, yeah.
Just
Like custom work with a 3D printer is just way easier.
yeah.
Could you picture, like when my granddaughter starts going to school and she has to do the diorama stuff, like between her grandfather and her father and then her uncle Nico, that kid's gonna be going to school like with the diorama, like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like unbelievable.
Me and Nico are going to be doing LED work for her.
Yeah, I would be like, I would go ham.
But we're going to be teaching her the process, obviously.
Well,
Yeah,
I would
she
have
has
her.
to. She has to solder.
Oh yeah, I'd have her make it.
yeah.
Yeah, have her make it. Tell me what shapes you want, dear. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I actually teach. So I teach 3D printing as part of the unit on storytelling through design.
Oh, cool.
And so one of the things that they're doing right now in the classroom is they're designing a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home.
No, that's awesome.
So they're doing a scale model of the home that they want to make, and mapping it out and doing all the conversions, the measurements, you name it.
Oh wow.
That's awesome.
So, for something like that, like I've also had students back in the day who have, like blended 3D printing with history. So you know how we did the Egypt project back in the day, right?
Yeah.
They 3D printed their sarcophagi.
Come on. That's cool. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So like, their possibilities are definitely endless here. And with Gundam, like we always get those conversion kits that are all resin. I would rather just get the file and print it myself.
Yeah. Oh, could you? That might be a new angle on the business, right? You get these big companies like Bandai or whatever, and they could provide pay for STL files that you print out yourself.
Yup. And if you have access to it, hit the button. Can I get a hell yeah?
That's going to be a second.
Okay.
Oh, it wasn't queued up on that button.
Can I get a hell yeah? Because I'm seeing a lot of people going like, oh yeah, in the background,
Yeah. I'll tell you, there's some sights here, boy. Wow. I'm the holy man, they call me. You should have seen it. I was downstairs with the guys, and they're pointing out stuff, and I'm just like, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It was pretty
yeah. Mommy
bad.
don't know
How's the booth
daddy's getting
downstairs?
hot.
I haven't been there yet.
It's
At Anime Boston.
We'll have to take a walk, father-son walk, because it's pretty interesting, let me tell you.
No, I need to go down and reset the cameras in a little bit anyways.
Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
gonna have to. I'm gonna have to start getting going on prepping for that class.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So it looks like we're gonna keep this stream going. I mean, I don't know if anyone's gonna be on the stream throughout this point. Do we want to take like a commercial break and just kind of put up the?
GundamPros.com.
You know what you could do? Can you
all your Gundam
can
I
you
need to
hit where it
reset.
says the starting soon thing? So don't click on it yet, but thank you everybody for hanging out with us for a little bit. We're gonna keep the live stream going. We're gonna keep the live stream going, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep it on the commercial break. It's gonna just say give us the hashtag Build Your Square, and we'll play some music, and we'll call it a day. I'll find a tune that I can play from the Compu Pew.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if we're playing music. John's shaking his head over here.
Probably-
He's
probably
gonna play
not.
from his. Well, it's Bluetooth, so if I walk away,
Oh.
Yeah, well. Okay, no
Yeah.
problem. So should we just do a lunch break pause and then restream afterwards? Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we do that instead? Okay. So we're gonna go on a lunch breaky break.
Oh, yeah.
thank you all for joining us for the time being. We will
Yes,
start
thank you.
streaming again. And then if you want to, and I know I talked to Walter about this, we're also going to stream the classes downstairs. So I will let you know, I will let Walter know what plug to get the class on, and then we'll call it a day.
Oh.
But we'll see you all in a little bit.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.